Alrighty, hello. We are about to get this bad boy rolling, and we'll be short a couple people, but the show must go on. So with that, let's get this bad boy underway, shall we? Yep.
It's gonna be all Disney characters.
So, who would like to give the recap for the inspiration?
I can. I don't have an inspiration anymore. I gave it to somebody. Um, we chased Dale through to the where the sword, the Titan sword was, in the skeleton of the dragon. Uh, Found out that it got real mad whenever he said Dale, and this like wave of angry energy would knock people out, or cause them to, become infuriated or, whatever. And they kept getting voices in their head asking them to like succumb to the rage. Or I think specifically once somebody got weaponized their fury was what they were told. I think the word weaponized was used. I don't remember who that was told to. And then we found fall footsteps into the cave. Cha was real mad already, and Max charm person to kind of, you know, not break the spell, but kind of pacify for a little while. So Cha and Max are besties right now. I don't know for how much longer. Um, Zed was unconscious for a little while. We got him up. Then we went into a room that had a bunch of hands coming out of the ground, like shadow puppet hands coming up out of the ground. I kind of imagined it like the Jackie Chan Adventures, the Shadow guys. How I imagined that room. Then we went on from there to a room with a shrine in it, and it was kind of destroyed or desecrated, and we fixed it. Zed mended it, and then we mended a coin we found with with like a draconic imaging on it, and it had like claw marks, like scratching the image out. Yavar didn't know what it was. Um, when I put it on the altar, nothing happened. But I'm fairly certain something happened to other people with the altar. But in character, don't know about that. Out of character, I think it was another like succumb to the fury kind of thing. And we're at this point, with all of us discussing it, we're pretty sure it's the spirit of a dragon that either knows the entity inside of Dale or has fought them or something related to they hate Dale, and we're pretty sure that they're kind of imposing that angry will upon us against him, but we're unsure if it is. We're leaning towards it's the dragon, but we're not 100%. Is it the dragon or is it the devil inside of Dale trying to trick us? And then Max had to go pee standing up, and ran off. And we out of character. I assume it's his like crew or town folk or like somebody he knows. He's found them in the caves and is going to save them. In character, Raul doesn't know any of this information. Um, doesn't know where they're at. He has been tracking an exit, and he saw light coming from a room. And you're in a cave. Light usually means outside. So he went into the room, and Dale was in there. and some other big baddies, and they asked him if he wanted to make a deal, and he said, "What kind of deal could you offer me that is better than your life?" And that started a dialogue, and then Max come running back to Zed and Kozik and tried to hurriedly rally them to go do something. Uh, and then Zed was trying to talk to Cha and Yavara in the hallway. Raul is oblivious to all of this. He is engaged in conversation with Dale, but Raul had a little flicker of not himself happen. His voice changed and his appearance changed for a split second. Kozik noticed it, mentioned it to Cha and Zed, I think Max. But other than that, Kozik was the only one that saw it. And by the time the others got down the hallway, um, he had changed back to normal. And then I'm engaged in conversation, and Cha and Niavara are stealth hiding in the hallway, waiting for the right opportunity to come in. And I don't know if Max, I don't remember if Max and Zed and Kozik left already to go up to the crew, or if they decided to come in the hall or not. I don't remember if they decided what they were doing yet. But more or less, it's roll for initiative time, what I assume. So
Depends on which words are chosen. Okay.
did I leave anything out? Did I forget anything?
I don't know, did you?
Don't think
I mean,
so.
I know, but
I feel like that was really it. Um, yeah, everybody's mad, and that's what I know. So
all right. Dropping things. Yes, give yourself an inspiration.
right. Now, how many more do we need to get our special level ups?
Everybody needs one.
I don't know what it does. Does
And
ability score increase?
so what I'm gonna do with that, because I decided to take a little bit of creative liberty with that,
Mm-hmm.
is the first time you do it, and I'm still a little on the fence of it, but it's gonna be between the first time you turn them in, it'll be like +1 to a skill or something like that, and then the second time you do it, then you can apply your proficiency bonus to a skill, and then the third time you can add a saving throw proficiency to that, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of like you could also potentially level that up too.
And these are permanent bonuses.
Correct.
Okay.
Because I figure if you're investing in, like, if you just make something like a proficiency bonus, then it'll scale very quickly. So I was like,
Yeah.
maybe the first one should be a little taste, and then after that, as you keep investing in it, it gets better and better.
If it's ability scores, me and Zed could not have negative charisma.
Ability score seems a little strong, right?
I don't have negative charisma.
Negative
Are you
one
sure?
from having a 9 charisma, right?
I have +2. I have
Plus
15
2.
charisma.
What are you talking about then,
Oh, there we
Max?
go. There we
Did you
go.
read it wrong?
I think I just gave him your stats. I will. Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, Zed's got 15 charisma. He has negative
Yeah.
1. He has negative 1 strength.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I definitely just looked at his. I looked at your sheet and wrote down your stats with his name and face. That's what I did.
Zed and my stats are actually very similar. They're just almost the opposite.
Well, everybody's stats is going to be similar because I use the standard array.
9,
Uh,
14, 16. Yeah, I did his strength, dexterity, and constitution, and then I accidentally tabbed over to yours and just copied all of yours for his intellect and wisdom and charisma.
yeah,
It's
his
like,
is 9,
a
9,
rogue with
16.
-1 charisma. That's interesting. Rogues typically like charisma. It's in my head, right? And I was like, he's going
Like,
against a typecast, though. He's gonna be
okay, well
an
played.
unlikable rogue.
Yeah, 9, 16, 14, 13, 11, 15, and mine's 10, 16, 14, 14, 12, 9. So we're almost reversed of what ours are.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nice.
Speaking of things that are reversed, swap my scene over. All right, so for those of us who are unable to make it tonight,
Bye-bye. You're going to leave me to die. They're going to wake up after on Raul's dead body.
Well, Cha still has eyes on Raul.
see,
Hey,
Niavara
Niavara,
did roll a
wake up! Why are
23.
you daydreaming so much?
You don't even see Niavara. She rolled so good on stealth last time.
She's hidden.
Oh, nice.
Oh, 23,
I
yeah.
wonder what
She's
I-
really hidden.
He's
Did
invisible.
were we rolling for stealth? Did I roll? I didn't roll for stealth yet.
Yeah. She got a 23.
Put her there
Let's
so they
see.
can't see
Come on,
her.
Cha. What do you got?
Pass without trace. Come on.
Oh, come on. Jeez. I have +4 to stealth. I
That's
have,
like-
Well, that's why it's a 9 now instead of a.
I have +6 to stealth.
That's
See?
what. Did Max get like a fumble, but it was he technically was like an 8 from one something?
Wait, what?
You have like a plus like 7 or 8 to something and fumbled once, and it was like a red
Oh.
9 on the in the.
Yeah. I want to scroll up and look.
And let's see. So let's
Probably
see
lying about
who's
something.
doing what in the hallway.
I recall Zed was deliberating whether he should tell Niavara and Cha what Max just said
So many fumbles in our chat.
before going to rescue Max's peeps.
Yeah. The only so Zed doesn't know what's going on in the other room. He can't see from where he was before. He couldn't see anyone. He just saw Cha and Niavara kind of run off to the side in this little tunnel or whatever. He talked to Max first,
Wasn't
and
too
he was
quiet about it.
gonna go help Max because that was the immediate thing. But instead of just running off, I think he was gonna like basically poke his head in this tunnel close enough to where he can kind of whisper over to you guys and not be super loud, and just be like, "Hey, we gotta go help Max with these people." Because he has no idea what's going on in this other room and can't see Raul or really can't see into the room. Like there's
So if
barely anything he can see.
if
So
Cha hears that, he's gonna back out a bit. He's gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
Max just ran up to me and he said that there's a bunch of it's his crew basically, his friends, and they're all they're apparently they're looking like they're in bad shape and they're shackled and captured up in this room up here. And I was gonna see if I could pick the lock and free him.
Cha's like gritting his teeth. He's like, "Ah, who's in the room with somebody and it might be Dale.
Oh fuck!
He's talking to him. We need everybody here. We can rescue the people afterward, unless they can maybe help us.
All right. With that being said,
Raul's in deep shit."
How loud
Out
are
of-
you being? Can I hear this from 20 feet away?
Yeah. Not even a check required for that.
I would say out of character. I
20
thought
feet from there.
of
Yeah.
a couple of things that I was just gonna pose to the group, to the table.
Alright.
If we don't save these people, there's a potential that they're used against us, similar to there's like kind of similar situation to the mimics back up in town.
Mm-hmm.
If we
Makes
do
sense.
save them, there's a chance that they might want to help fight with us, which could in turn have them be killed fighting with us.
I was gonna say they all die. Yep.
Did
So-
Max tell you whether they were changed or they ran around in a room?
I saw him running from shadows, basically, and he told me that they're locked up. So he was basically asking if I could pick the lock and help free them. But that they're basically like in bad shape. He was really, really uh distraught when he ran up and told Zed. So
So if Chalk can see both Max and Zed, he would be talking to both of them. Be like, you guys, it's in danger. Dale is in there. This thing is happening now. And we rescue your people afterward. They would be in danger anyway.
What? No,
If we don't-
what do you mean? What? No, if they're dying right now, is Raul dying?
It
These
could
are
be.
innocent people. These aren't people who came in here and looking for trouble like we did.
What do you propose to do?
I propose we go bust my people out. What? They're my babies. They've suffered enough. What?
hey,
What
Max,
about
look into
Raul?
it.
He's in there
Obviously,
alone.
I want to help, but once we free them, then where do they go?
They'll
If Dale's in,
backtrack the exit the way we came from.
okay, all right.
Max, this place is dangerous. We need to guide them. And we need everybody. Raul is about to get murdered by Dale. You saw what happened to that dragon out there. If Dale did that, what's he going to do to
Dale
Raul?
didn't do that. Dale's a fucking liar. That dragon's an illusion. I don't buy it for 1 second. Are you kidding me? You think there's a dead, frozen
Cool.
skeleton dragon out there who's being like stabbed through a 100-foot tall sword? How would he even hold that sword? That doesn't make sense. That's baloney. But what's real is that my people are down here chained to walls, dying of starvation, beaten half to death, and bleeding. Most of them are unconscious.
By the way, Max, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I would say Chaw too because he's starting
Damn
to
it,
get
because I
pissed.
said Dale. Sorry.
Chaw's starting to fume now.
You made me say Dale. John, this is your fault. Don't you know I have +0 to wisdom?
Uh,
14. All right.
Not bad.
That's about as
All
good
right.
as I can get on it.
so that's the first one.
You keeping track?
Maybe.
This is Lord Voldemort all over again. They're
But it was for well, there was also from last week because I asked like, is Max actually kind of getting a little frustrated, and we never got around to the actual roll for that.
I am getting frustrated right now because of Cha.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
Gotta backtrack that one.
Come on. Fuck.
Oh,
All right.
Chaw is getting frustrated at Max's lack of care about Raul, and he's just going to start backtracking
Yes,
into
that's
the
two.
cave, getting more and more angry.
No, I got words for you,
So-
but I'm gonna see if the DM gives me some
so-
direction first.
So basically the first roll was for saying the name, and the second
Oh.
roll was in regards to your emotional state. So at first, you say the word, you say the name Dale, and at that point there's that very familiar feeling of hatred and anger and burning rage, but you manage to resist it. But perhaps it's the fact that there was a bit of a lingering effect of that, as well as the little bit of frustration with your crew being here and on the brink of death, and Cha's like, we gotta do this, and you're just like, you have your priorities, and that's just this little bit of a clash. And basically that kind of indicates the tapping into that frustration and anger. And for but a moment, you feel slightly empowered. Whatever that means, you don't know. Like your hands, like when you get so mad, you just don't know what to do. Which like your hands or your body, just kind of like this tingle, and like everything just kind of goes red for a second. Kind of a little bit of that. But let's see. Do you have any? Checking something. You do have spells, so you would be able to give me an an Arcana check.
17.
17, that's pretty good. So with the 17, you are able to ascertain that tapping into that frustration, that fury, would incur some kind of I'd say with a 17 is good enough. Some kind of a level of strength. And if you are capable of utilizing it in a way that is not completely and utterly destructive, it can be an extremely powerful tool. Almost like turning your emotions into a weapon. But at the current moment, you're still in the heat, in the thick of it, in the heat of it, in the like, I gotta get my fucking people out, damn it, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm definitely gonna like just almost do like a little growl at shot. So you're telling me right now that one roll outweighs the lives of 12 other people, innocent people, I might add.
And Cha, you can also
No,
give me a wisdom saving throw, by the way.
It definitely
I'm
feels like
saying
you're saying, no, protect this one individual who cares about my people. I'm going up there regardless of what you say. I'm just asking for help, or at least give me the fucking thieves' tools and I'll bash them against the locks.
I'm trying to save everybody.
You're saving
You
nobody.
big selfish.
And Cha,
Ooh.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
I
And
love
this one
a whole thing.
with disadvantage.
Nice. I was actually gonna say if I had an inspiration, if I could ask for a disadvantage.
Side
Okay,
note,
wisdom
so
saving
Zed
throw.
was the voice that came into everybody's head when they were angry.
Oh wait, whoops.
Zed apparently heard that voice. He wasn't angry. I forget the scenario why he heard that voice, but it very specifically told him like use your anger.
It was when
Your
you
anger is
mended
going
the
to be
coin.
your strength and things like that.
Yep.
Oh, I think that
It
was
was when
it.
the
It was as
coin was
soon as the
fixed.
coin was
You
mended.
fixed the
Okay.
coin. Yep.
So
Zed is
Cha,
aware
2007.
of that
you're
as well.
you're definitely it maybe there's a moment where, you know, you're just like, I was just this mad a second ago. I'm better than this, and then you're just like, nah, fuck that. I'm mad. I'm angry.
Yeah.
And at this point, just double checking your sheet for one thing. Okay.
John's
So
like
you
face is starting to contort.
yeah, you definitely feel the heat of anger and frustration rising from the very depths of your soul. And not even necessarily targeted at Max. It's just maybe it's the situation, maybe you're mad at the moment. Maybe there's some thoughts of home. Maybe this is reminiscence of home. You're not sure, but at the end of the day, your current state is that of a rising tide of fury and anger. And you're certainly free to give me an Arcana check.
Yes, because this was something I was going to discuss with Niavara, was that he was starting to wonder if this was a boon being given to us to use anger. Okay, Arcana 19.
Which is pretty much the same information that Max got, a couple points higher, but basically the same information. Um, yeah, you definitely are able to, especially as a monk, and learning how to balance all of those states of mind, and in some cases, learning how to use them.
I was looking around. His armor is like rippling and changing shape. His eyes are changing color. He's looking around. He's baring his fangs. And he's like, this anger, we can use it and feel it. We need to use it to defeat our foe. And Cha turns and starts walking back to the cave toward Niabara. and Raul.
But where you last saw Nirvar anyway,
Oh yeah.
because she's so stealthy.
So he gives no shits. All right, that's good to know. He's just gonna walk away. Discussion over. I want to fucking. Can I throw something?
I mean, there's like rocks everywhere. It's like mud. There's probably a little bit of mud here and there. Cave filth, as it were. You know, it's a cave. There's probably some like bat guano here and there.
I want to get whatever's nearby, the closest thing to me, probably a rock pebble, something. Even if it's got some guano or some moss or muck on it, whatever it is, I want to grab it and hurl it at Cha.
Yep. The second thing you've
Just-
heard the Cha, actually, now I think about it.
Yep.
just in like an old yeller kind of go on get kind of way, you know, like not trying to like hit him necessarily, but just frustrated. I thought about
Yeah.
throwing my loot, but I need that.
Yeah. You chuck a rock at him. Yeah.
Shaw turns around, like, is it like, let's
You cut out.
grow up.
Oh, there
He
you go.
turns, he walks in. Oh, sorry. Did you
I
hear
got
me?
it.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna look at it. Can you believe this guy? This is your friend? I say innocent lives are up there, and he doesn't give a shit. He wants to go, whatever this shit is over here.
Zed, give me an insight check, sir.
All right.
Oh, why is my bit
Where's
rate
there it
getting
is.
bad? Stop it. Okie dokie.
Mm.
It's about what I expected. I mean, at this point, you're standing in between, two people having an
Mhm.
argument, and it's like this really awkward air between, like, there's this person that you just met, and they seem like they want to help out, and then there's Cha over here that you've known for a good bit, and there's like this argument going on. You're literally standing in between two of them. At one point, a pebble goes flying past your head. Like how do you handle this situation?
So looking at where we're standing, we're not all like standing right next to each other, like within physical distance, right?
A couple of you are.
Okay.
The map is to scale.
Cha should be one away from me, right? 5 feet, and I'm 10 feet.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Zed's definitely doing this almost like animated cartoon style, just shifting his head back and forth. And I will say he's not necessarily angry, but he is getting a bit frustrated that we're just standing here not doing anything, and we're basically like fighting each other. So he'd probably
Yes.
look at both of you. If Cha turned to walk away, then he wouldn't reach out. But I was gonna say he was gonna kind of like try to reach out hands and like grab both of you and like snap out of it.
I think in the middle of it all, like if we retroact, that would be fine. Like Shaw would not.
So
If you were going to say
yeah,
something, I don't think Shaw would have just ignored you.
right. So Zed'll just kind of be like, all right, enough. We're just standing here. We're getting mad at each other, going back and forth. Neither one of us is the enemy here. Technically, there's only one enemy. Apparently, he's in that room right there. And he's, I'm assuming, responsible for all the people that are captured down that tunnel right there. So what are we going to fucking do about it? Together.
We need to destroy him. And then we can rescue your people. They're in danger.
Backwards.
I will
Rescue
say
them
as
first,
well,
then we pick a fight.
I
If
will
you
say
could
as
just
well,
come out and pick them all off.
based on this feeling that we're getting and a voice that I heard in my head about this using our anger. Honestly,
Yes.
Max, I've never really seen you as so frustrated before, and it might sound bad, but having your folk captured, being able to tap into being mad about that, might actually benefit us here in the near future.
That's right. This anger was given to us. We can use it to destroy him. Max, would you help us?
There's not one thing here that's more important than the other. We're trying to accomplish everything.
I can't get them out without you helping me. That's why I'm just standing here. I came as fast as I could for the help. So if you're not helping, I guess I'll just follow you into wherever the fuck the bird went.
Who's in danger, Max?
I mean, while
Hearing
while
me?
Dale
He
is
could
in
be
that
dead
room,
now. We need to help him.
while Dale is in that room, we're literally all in danger. That's including your folk. That if you let him out now, say Dale's gotten away every single time we've had our hands wrapped around his neck. Let's say he gets away again and he finds your people. Well, after they've escaped, you think he's going to take it easy on him?
Let's say we go in there and we die, then my people just die. If I let them out first and they run away, we buy them time. They can get to safety.
We don't have time for this. Zed, make up your mind. I'm going.
I'll go with whatever Zed says.
Fuck.
Chaw walked.
And
Then Chaw is now turning.
you guys can hear the sound of a very familiar cat meowing off in the cave, and Kozik is nowhere to be seen.
Chaw's fingernails are going into his palms with fury at that sound.
Drop
All
something.
right. Zed's gonna reach it. He's gonna do it quickly. I know everyone's kind of sitting here waiting on him. He's gonna reach into his pocket and he's gonna grab his silver raven talisman. He's not gonna pull it out, but he's gonna kind of shuffle it between his fingers. And let's see.
Don't make me click anything right now. I can't do it.
And
Wow.
we're going into the room with Raul.
Oh my god, that was so brilliant. Cool.
That was cool.
So he'll just kind of stuff the talisman deep back in his pocket, kind of close his eyes a little bit after he takes this deep breath and sighs, and he's like, Max, I promise you I'm gonna get your people out of here. But please come on. And he's gonna turn and kind of start to follow Cha down the hallway.
I'll also follow, but I definitely want to have a display of like where she kind of lowers her chin and she's cutting her eyes at him, and there's kind of this flash of like this whole time it's been whole like jolly, kind of like a little mischievous, right? Sometimes making jokes, but genuinely like a pretty helpful attitude, I'd say. Or at least trying to have that persona out there. This is definitely a more angry. There's accusation there. There's like like a lot of anger, right? And she's just saying, if they die, it's on you.
Cube's gonna Witcher 3 us and have one of those no good outcome quests.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
I
wonder,
would.
outcome quest.
I could
you ever
have, but
have
you
like
didn't
where
get the
you're
Bloodhunter class, so I don't have to worry about doing Witcher events to you.
I'm just saying we're gonna defeat Dale. One of us is gonna die, and then the people we were supposed to save are dead too.
you ever have one of those like where your face is kind of twitching on one side, like your cheek, and then like your lip kind of quivers there? That's what she's kind of got going on right now as she follows angrily. So I can't get them out without them. So
All right. Are you back to computer, Spicy?
No, I'm painting my nails, and I had nail polish on my fingers and couldn't touch my keyboard. But I'm
Well,
here.
you're
Chaw's
about
doing
to
the
be.
worst. Chaw's doing, like angry stealths of his life as he's trying to sneak along the corridor and
The
have a
angriest
semblance
stealth ever.
Stopping while crouched.
Can I angry stealth with them if I see them doing that?
Sure.
Like, I
Cool.
want to stomp, but I also want to be as efficient as possible.
Sure. Give me them stealth checks.
Skyrim stealth archer, but you're using Berserker's Rage.
13.
13?
Anybody else stealthing?
Oh,
Can I
I
spell?
guess I didn't think about it.
Cha might turn back a little bit and be like, "Yeah, but she snuck off somewhere. But she's ahead of us."
As a changeling, can she change into objects? Does she just like turn into a
No.
rock and is sitting in the corner?
Nope.
No, I
Okay.
don't think that's part of the class. Unfortunately, she's not the T1000. That would be awesome.
All right, Zed. We got a stealth from Zed and Max. Cha, were you stealthing too or no?
He did, but it was like a 9.
Where is it? See it.
Oh, I did it a while ago. I guess, I mean, if I don't know, technically he came back out of the cave after trying to stealth and then have that exchange. So I don't know if you'd let me stealth again, but his stealth was 9 when he tried it.
I'd say, yeah, because you did kind of have a yelling match, and that's not very conducive to being stealthy, and it was a little bit of time that passed there. Yeah, because you originally came in here, ready to sneak in, and then Max came back, and all that happened. So
Yeah.
while all that was happening, Raul,
Ah.
what were you doing?
I was getting ready to talk to Dale.
What was it you said to him again?
ADD notes. I sent them to you. Let me scroll back. Wanted to ask if the bodyguards could leave before we talk.
You're asking the bodyguard or Dale?
I'm asking Dale, so I'm going to say to Dale, all right, before we speak of any deals, I would like your minions to go away. I don't want them here. If we're talking, it's between me and you, not me, you, and them.
Any discussions that we can have from where we are. The
I
guards
just was-
stay.
I was just thinking that you're so powerful. Rival the gods, right? I've never met a god that needed a bodyguard.
And I've never met someone so stupid to assume that I would just let them step up to me.
Oh, I
State
think
your
that's a sign of
business.
weakness, I guess. But all right. How about it then? Let's talk. What do you got to offer?
For your ability to escape? For me letting you
No.
live?
No. You said we're gonna have a deal, and I'm just saying. I seem to be all right with things. You got to offer me. You remember the whole thing we started this with was I got a contract for your life, and you said let's make a deal, and I said you got to make it worthwhile more than this. And I'm going to gesture to an invisible thing in my hand as if I were holding something. Oh, so it's not you letting me live. It's not me escaping or something. You said let's make a deal so I don't try and fight you right here, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, how much are you offering me to not try and fight you?
Opulence is actually.
I'm a
Dale
mutter under
and
my
his-
breath.
Dale and his wealth is easily reacquisitionable.
I'm gonna mutter under my breath. Man, the guy's trying to pay me to not fight him, and he won't let his bodyguards go away. Oh, fuck! He probably ain't strong as the gods he thinks he is. So Raul's starting to get a little arrogant in this conversation, but I wouldn't say he's not getting mad at Dale, but he's starting to he's starting to lose his patience.
Yep, not there yet. Well, one thing I do want you to give me is I will need to see if I want to make this a wisdom save or. Let's make this be a history check. So, when you were having those, flashes of memory, and you kind of have an idea of who this guy is and sort of what you're here for, you also recall that same individual telling you that this entity, would offer you anything for a chance for it to continue to do whatever it is it does. And it will most definitely have the means of fulfilling that contract.
Table talk, limited wish, unlimited wish.
Neither.
But conceptually, why? I guess.
Yeah.
How would I have theorized it? If it's not actually that, how would it be perceived?
Mostly,
What?
this entity is extremely efficient at what it does. So if there's something that somebody is making a deal for, it can, has, and will find a way to acquire whatever it is to,
So
ensure the
for
deal goes through if it's to its benefit.
OOC, it can't grant wishes, but to the myth of the entity, it can do anything for you, is what people know, right?
Yeah, it'll do anything if it sets its mind to.
All right. So rumor has it you can do whatever I want, right?
There's always a price. Yes.
All right. So what if I used to wish for you to be dead?
Then my counteroffer would be to have my minions disassemble you piece by piece.
Oh, see, that didn't work for me. I kind of like my pieces where they're at. But all right. So I don't know, man. I got a lot going on for me. I'm kind of proud of what I got going on. So what I came in here with my offer of taking your head, and you said let's make a deal, but you haven't given me a counter offer yet. So I'm, just saying, balls in your court. Uh, I'm waiting for you to tell me what you're offering, and then I'll come up with either another offer based off of that, or accept it or deny it. Negotiation. You got the town we chased you from had a shop in it. Have you never haggled with anyone?
Well, that's what I said. Dale's belongings are very easily passed to another. Riches, wealth, opulence. Sounds like you're a creature that follows the coin.
Yeah, but I don't know what opulence means. So, I'm not really interested in stuff. It's not like it's so. Yeah, follow the coin and all right, but I've never not finished a job, so I've got to. You're putting me in a really bad spot here, Dale. Right? Or what's your name? Dale is a vessel. We've established that now. Who are you? Who am I even speaking to?
Give me a persuasion check.
While all this is going on, are we seeing this from
I didn't fucking get it.
where we're standing on the map, or are we still just kind of sneaking through this tunnel?
So, I mean, you can move up as far as you want to. Because
So
this was
we're
happening when you were
watching.
kind of having this argument in the hallway. So this was all happening simultaneously.
Okay.
But
That's
this
what I
is
was
now
curious about.
you guys starting to walk in on this conversation. starting from this point is when you're walking in on the conversation.
Okay.
Okay,
I-
so we missed everything before that, and now we're starting with hearing it.
I'm going to move to right here while
And-
talking. Be like, I can't even fucking see you. Hold on a second.
And also, give me a wisdom save because you said the D word.
I did.
Mm.
Okay.
Good old exhaustion.
Yep. On account of you being
Oh.
so tired.
Nice.
So, in an intermingling of your frustration with this guy not really coming up with a deal, you're not probably, you know what? I'd say the thing that kind of pushes you over it, despite, this guy sort of almost seems like he's wasting your time. But really, what really set you over, which shouldn't even be a big deal, was the fact that you don't know what opulence means.
Yeah.
Like, how dare
I-
you use that word in my presence?
So with failing that, DM direction here. Am I mad?
Yes.
So I'm gonna look at him past everything and be like, all right, I'm sick of your shit, you insignificant little fucking slug. You tell me what the fuck you want, or I take your head and everybody in here with me. I don't care if you kill me, but you all fucking die by the end of this conversation. You tell me what the fuck you're off on, or you die right here.
Ooh, that gives me an idea.
Mm.
And I'm gonna point at him and I'm gonna kick bones off the ground at the guy in front of me's face.
Roll me a D100. No reason. Totally not something in the background.
I definitely want to call him a slug.
Okay. Continue. So you kick some bones.
You won't send your bodyguards away. You can't make a deal because you're weak. You're fucking nothing. That's why you inhabit people's vessels. You take over bodies because you're too fucking weak to manifest your own self. Shaw out here broke out of the hells his fucking self, and he's got more fucking balls than you ever thought of because you're too weak and you're too fucking scared to come out and face me with your own fucking face.
And also,
Chaw's like holding in a laugh as he's watching this happening, an angry, hilarious laugh.
give me an
Zed's
insight
right,
check, Raul.
Zed's right behind Cha, and he'll just kind of like nudge Cha. Are you sure he's in danger? He looks
Check it.
Chaw's
throwing
like,
insult,
is
throwing insults
Chaw's
around
like,
like he's
no,
doesn't
I think
notice it.
I think he's getting it. We're all getting it. Zed, start to get pissed. Start to think of something that really pisses you off. Max, I think you're already pissed. But get angry. I think we can use it.
I will say,
Okay.
as Cha is saying that, Zed, this whole time as they've been kind of creeping from the last thing that Zed mentioned to Max, or rather the last thing that Max mentioned to Zed has just been going through his mind. If we lose all of that crew in there, it's his fault. And he starts to he's starting to kind of think about his own crew and some maybe deep down sort of harboring um self blame that he has for maybe some things that has happened in the past. So there may very well be some kind of slight churning within Zed at this point.
Okay. Represent actor is good.
Cubed.
Yes.
Has my meat rotted yet?
No,
Okay.
because
It's cold.
you've basically went from Dale's house to cold biome, so the process has slowed.
We're in a freezer right now.
I mean, not that cold, but
Cold,
it's
yeah.
cold. It's cold enough that you've seen like frozen bodies. So you can imagine meat would take a little bit longer to also do the same. All right, so
But Cha re-rolled the stealth check going in there because I think we were going to do that, and he
Yep.
got a 25.
Righto. So
And
you
then
see all the stuff in the room, the big bones, bone snaky thing down here, and then the skeletal looking dude man. Like looks like he's holding some kind of like two-handed sword. He's just covered in like almost like bone armor, but you don't see any features that convey any fleshy bits. Like completely
Oh.
covered.
Okay. Is this okay? Gotcha. So Cha's gonna like grab Zed's hand and like point toward the bone creature down there. Just kind of point it out. And then point up toward Dale. And I think at this point, Cha's just waiting for Raul to make some kind of a move to sneak in there and strike.
I don't know you guys are here.
We don't. I mean,
That's a very
Nivar
interesting
is.
part of the story.
You guys
Um,
successfully stealthed your way in. I don't know you're here.
Too stealthy.
Did was Max? You haven't communicated with Cha telepathically at all yet, huh? And you
No,
haven't told
only
anybody
Raul and
about it.
Dwarf.
Okay, gotcha. So
Cozy.
Cha doesn't know, he wouldn't ask, but he, yeah, if he knew, he would ask you to communicate with Raul that we're here or something. But he doesn't know any of that.
Mm-mm.
Camera control.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
you have talked to Raul before telepathically. So
Yeah, he could communicate with me. We just nobody knows to ask him, and Raul doesn't know he's there, and I can't communicate with him telepathically unless he starts the conversation.
I
Got
didn't
it.
have
Yep.
that. Okay.
I can only answer back. I can't message him.
See what you guys are seeing. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The staff.
keep insulting him and calling him weak and a sniveling coward. What kind of coward runs through the tunnels and through portals and tries to get as far away as they can if there's some all-powerful creature that can take over everything? If you said your exact words were, "You're gonna offer me something for my life, but you're the one running away from me." I'm a bird. I'm a fucking bird, and you're running from me, and you think I should be afraid of you? You're the one running with your tail between your legs.
You can see him from where you are. Yeah, you can see him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
There's this-
pointing at him, and I'm kicking bones, and I'm
How
ranting, and
far is Spicy?
That far.
25 feet, 30 feet.
30
From
feet
you.
from Zed? That's so perfect. All right.
30 feet from
So, Spicy, or Raul, you're going to feel like kind of a slight pressure on your shoulder. It's going to be like I'm assuming you're facing where Dale is, so your left shoulder is going to be kind of toward us.
I'm watching
With your-
this guy, but yelling at Dale.
Okay.
And
Well,
Cha's noticing that thing is starting to move, and he's going to start moving toward it.
I'm not
Wait,
paying
hold
attention
on.
to the thing behind me.
Well, what's
As
Goose
soon
doing?
as-
Because Goose
Go
was
ahead.
trying to
Yeah,
finish
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Zed's casting Mage Hand, but he's going to cast Mage Hand Legerdemain, so it's going to be invisible, and he's basically going to kind of like rest the hand on Raul's shoulder and almost clinch a little bit, just where it's obvious that there's a hand kind of resting on you, and give maybe a slight tug toward where we all are standing in the tunnel, as if to to kind of get Raul's attention a little bit so that hopefully he sees us over here and knows that we're here.
I also, at this point, I'm mad enough at Dale that I don't want to kill Dale. I want to kill everything in here and then go hold him down, beat the shit out of him to where he wants to die, and then I'm going to take him back and feed him to the mimics. That's
Nice.
what Raul's mentality is right now.
Chaz closed his eyes just for a second and welled up every furious memory of the hells that he's ever had, the worst moments of torture and pain and abuse and manipulation, and is just accessing it all right now, getting prepared to strike at this bony creature that is making its way toward Raul.
Oh yeah, and you can clearly see it's got its eyes fixated on him while Dale stands there with arms crossed. You could probably give me an insight check on him if you
So
can see him.
when
Sure.
Zed, I'm angrily ranting and being very animated with it. So when Zed taps me on the shoulder, I'll turn and notice him standing there. And with that, this piece of shit right in
So
front of me.
Cha, with that
Yeah.
insight, you can see like the look on Dale's face is very stern and unmoving, but through your ability to read people, and you've met Dale before, you get the feeling that he is doing something else, like maybe even not not necessarily tuned out from what Raul's saying, but there's something else going on behind them eyes. Something's happening.
Got it.
And you can probably ascertain it's probably nothing good.
Right. So I think last thing Cha is gonna tell Zed in a slight whisper, I'm going to attack that thing. And Dale's doing something. He's doing something bad. We need to get this done now.
And Max, you were saying something? Or you're gonna do something?
Yeah, Chaw's basically saying to go now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. I would like to come up behind Shaw, and I'm gonna reach out and touch the back of his shoulder, and I'm just gonna say, all right, let's get down to business to beat the hell out of Dale. And then I'm gonna cast a bardic spell called Heroism at level 2, which is gonna give him and I both immunity to being frightened. And every round we're gonna gain 4 temporary hit points.
Yes.
Epic.
Fucking epic. That's so bitchin'. Shaw feels the hand and like, here's your little song. Like,
And then
did
I'm
you do
also
it
gonna give you a show
telepathically
because you've
or?
got 60 seconds. Go.
Yes, yes.
And you would feel
Uh,
like this. It's like it's courage, right? And you feel like you're just faster, right? You're tougher. Like you're just you have more spirit. There's no fear of this giant bony snake monster. Uh, we're good to go.
Mixed with anger. He was just pulling out his staff. The timing is perfect, just so smooth. You did that, and he's just rushing out. He's gonna sneak up on this thing and just go for it. And he's stealthed right now. So that's where
So
would be after that.
I noticed Zed, and then they moved in, so I wouldn't have noticed Cha and Max coming in. Correct?
Yeah, we're all stealth unless your stealth can beat our stealths.
So I saw you guys. Zed pointed you out to me. So,
13.
I saw you, but I didn't. I turned back. I noticed you, saw you were there, got confirmation of what I was going to do next, and then turned back around and continued shouting. So I don't think I would have seen you come up behind me. But with that as well, I am going to go at this guy.
Yeah, and I will
Rock
say
and
when you glanced
roll.
over to and noticed that we were all here and like at Zed, you've got a
Start
kind of
being
familiar
counter.
nod from him where
Okay.
it pretty much means like it's go time.
Yeah. So you tap me on the shoulder and I'm shouting, I'm going to turn and nod at you. You would have affirmationed me. And then I'm going to lightning javelin this guy right in his fucking face. So
Sweet.
All right, so give me initiatives.
I don't get disadvantage on initiative, right?
No.
Well, I didn't get a very high one. Me landing this javelin is looking pretty low right now.
Ah, sweet.
Fuck. All right.
Add you.
Yes. And just a reminder, Cha had 25 on stealth, so I don't know if this thing, if we get a surprise round on it or what.
Yeah, because you're doing the opener, I'm letting that happen first.
Okay.
Because this thing was clearly focused on sneaking up on Raul. Attack combat state.
Right. So how this is gonna work is Raul basically
Then Dale.
throws his lightning spear to open combat,
Or
and then
does
we're following initiative.
or does Cha punch it first and then I hear a clamor?
It
and
would
do
be Cha first.
Okay.
Did it not? Oh, there it is.
Here's a little groovy music, battle
Shit.
music, if you're interested.
I always am.
Okay.
That's so good, Cha.
All right, here we go.
Encounter properly
So
balanced for the appropriate size team.
nice.
I think that's a
So-
lie.
we'll
Hey,
see.
Yeah, could it be? Maybe. Is it? Yes. Maybe? No.
Perfect. Cha's gonna unload his entire full volley. He's gonna come up behind it, and he's just going right for the spinal column, over and
There's,
over and
there's
over
only
again.
one spinal column for a big snake.
Right? Like, so he's just
Whee.
whacking right in the center again and again. He's coming down with his staff 2 times, and then he's gonna flurry of blows and just rock and roll. Here we
And you
go.
do have advantage on this because
Right. Okay, so
passive
first
perception was not high enough for that.
strike will be a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Wait a minute, that's not a 16. I'm sorry. That's like 22 or something.
A 16 will hit.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so that'll be a D8 plus make it his stuff here.
Have any resistances? Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's
-4.
wow, it's been a while since I've had combat. Okay. So he's got it's gonna be +6. Or okay, +4. So 8 damage on the first strike. 8 bludgeoning. And then he's gonna oh wait, no, he doesn't have multi-attack yet. So now he's gonna do flurry of blows.
Combat music.
And then he's just gonna start like jump kicking this spine that he just brought his staff down upon. Okay. And with this, so the first strike had an advantage, but then after that, he knows I'm there, right? So there's regular.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So that'll be another 9 plus 6, so a 15 to hit.
That will just barely hit.
Ooh, okay. And that will be a unarmed strike.
Attack or to attack.
Okay, so that's 7 more damage. And then 1 more strike.
Actually, it might be. Thing.
Is it? For the first, is it like a surprise round or surprise strike? I haven't thought about that actually.
Um, doing a quick look here to see, because I think rules is written doesn't really. It just says you have the advantage on the
On the
surprise, but it doesn't
stealth
say if it's
strike.
per everything.
I think it's a surprise
Surprise
round, right?
round?
So you get advantage on the first like set of actions.
That makes sense because if you like snuck out, punch somebody and like sucker punch somebody in the head, and then kick and then jumped and like bicycle kicked them, they could attempt to turn and deflect it, but it is quick enough that you're not going to be effectively blocking. I guess is the way I see it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So advantage it
So I'll roll
is.
again on the other one and just see. I mean, the other one hit already. I'll just see if it's a
But it might
crit.
be a crit.
No. And then I got 13, which will plus 6, which will is a 19, which will hit. But then I'll do it again for possible advantage. Okay, that's
Still hits.
still gonna hit. And then that will be my strike. So he's just coming down with the staff. He's elbowing. He's kicking, lightning fast. And then what did your spell do? What does that add again? Is that
It's just 4 temporary hit points every time it's your turn.
every time it's my turn?
Until I
Okay.
lose concentration, you'll always get a little. It's temporary hit points like a shield kind of. So it'll
Right.
just keep going up for the next 10 rounds.
Oh man. Let's
And then
40
you also
extra
take a
hit points.
frightened.
Dang.
rock and roll.
Regenerating
Oh,
temporary hit points, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if they don't get hit, then it gets they don't add. So it'll always be
Okay.
4.
oh, it'll just be go up to my max
Okay, so we did 7.
or no.
+4.
Yeah, it'll
So
just
it'll
stay
be
at plus
plus
4.
4
Check
even
your stats.
beyond like if it went past my max, would I would still get those?
What do you mean,
My max
Max?
hit points?
Think
Yeah.
about like if it's World of Warcraft, it's like a discipline priest. I'm putting a bubble on you, kind of, and so you have a shield that's worth 4 temporary
7.
hit points that don't affect your health. And then once,
Okay,
let's say
gotcha.
they did 8 damage, it would delete those 4 temporary and then take 4 from your max health points or whatever you're at,
Okay,
your current.
got it.
But
And
then
then
at the next
next,
turn, you would be re-bolstered back to 4. But if you don't get hit, you don't go up to 8. It just stays at 4.
Okay, gotcha. And then the final strike is another 7 hit points.
-7. All right. You snuck up out of nowhere and laid down the law, as one would say.
imagine him crawling through the bones, like slithering through the pile, and then bursting up out of them and punching it in the face.
And next important question, are you tapped into your rage?
Yes, he totally, right before he did all this, he summoned up all of his fury that he's repressed or worked through a lot of it from his time in the hells and was like accessing it and then opened his eyes and went at this thing. He was consciously trying to evoke this anger,
All
hoping that
right.
it's used as a boon and not as some kind of a disadvantage.
So every time you went to strike, be it with your staff, with your elbow drop, every swing, there's almost this this reddish like afterglow light. Like, you know, when it's nighttime, you got glow sticks and you move them really fast. It's almost like this lingering after effect as you strike this creature several times. And then, funny enough, the actual initiative, which is Cha.
He's up again.
I was gonna ask, so he literally gets to go twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Awesome.
snuck up on it basically before the combat actually started, and essentially triggered the combat. So now the actual initiative is in play.
Same thing
I like
the
that
old,
visual.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
similar to like the old school RPGs, like top down like SNES stuff, right? And you sneak up behind the mobs, like you circled around them, and then you picked the fight. That's what this is. You get one free round, and then you go.
So I like that visual of sort of slinking through the bones in his 25 stealth, unmoving, and bursting up, smashing into the spine, and continuing up as he's jumped up out of it. He's going to bring his staff down onto the skull and just start wailing on the head. Just going for a full anatomical crush here. First strike with the staff will be a natural 20.
Why are you not rolling? You not have a
Oh, because remember with the staff, the quarter staff, it wasn't working.
oh right, yeah, the quarterstaff issue we had, yeah.
apply. So basically, I have to add it manually. So I just roll d20 and then add my stat numbers to it.
Yeah,
I think it works for the unarmed strike though.
I think I might have an idea of how to do that. I just gotta take the time to dig into the system and tinker, because I was able
Gotcha.
to get I think I got a custom weapon for somebody, and I figured out how to tinker with the automation
Ah.
on it. So I'm hoping I can do that too with the staff now.
That's cool. All we would need to do is change it from the strength modifier to the dex, because he's using monk weapons, which changes his attack and damage to dex.
Yeah.
So that's a natural 20 with his staff, which is a d8 plus. Oh man! So if you got full 8 on it, doubled, which is 16 plus the modifier, which is 4. So 20 points of damage on the first
Yeah,
strike.
a perfectly
blows.
balanced encounter. It is
That was
not looking too
scary.
good.
And he's gonna use it again.
So
attack.
let's see. Okay, yeah, sure. Just checking something.
It's like when Leo critted on all those hands with the bow and the hole.
Well, before you roll that, hold on, I gotta calculate something here. I want you to roll me 2, 3. Wait a minute. Last turn yet. Never mind, continue.
Okie dokie. First strike with his flurry of blows will be a natural 19, so that should hit. Plus his damage. Where's my damage? Unarmed strike. So damage. Go. 7 more damage on that one.
Oh, so very close.
And one more strike.
It looks like it is on the brink of its bones falling into the piles around.
He's just this. I love that idea of the visual of the sort of Tron afterglow of the red with every hit. And a natural 1 on the final strike. His steam has run out.
Punches himself in the face.
So you go to try and, land a killing blow, but alas, the only thing you punch is one of the like you go to punch and there's like this one spiky bit on its body, like a bone spur or something, and you punch that directly, and you take 2 points of piercing damage. Wow.
So that would be taken away from his temporary
Yep.
hit points. So I have 2 left. Is there a place to? Should I just track that on my
Yeah,
book?
just track
Underneath
it.
your hit points, on the left side column, you can click where it says temporary hit points and then just type in 4 or 2
Oh,
down.
there we go. And then right now it's 2. Okay, cool.
The fireworks have begun. Anyway,
Mine are just now ending.
Same.
what the? That was weird. Okay, anyway, its turn with its last quote unquote, well, I was gonna say dying breath, but it is a very large serpent. You know, here, let me give you the artwork for it. Yeah, in before you finish it off, that is. I want to see if there's an easy way to do this instead of having to go through a bunch of.
Oh, now I hear him.
It's not gonna let me. Damn it. Don't worry. Give me a sec. Got it right here. Is this one?
That's awesome.
I want to work players.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
So that's you can see like there's a lot of very sharp bits on it, and you went to try and punch it, and you just caught your hand on one of those. But still, its turn. It will, seeing as Shaw just kind of came out of nowhere and pretty much ended it quickly, its immediate reaction is going to be to go after you with its one attack, a bite. Rawr.
A large
17.
17 plus anything?
Nope, it's all added
Or
on
just
there
17? His Shaw's armor class is 18.
for now. Anyway, all right, so it goes to bite at you, and it doesn't exactly have much of a body, so when it goes to bite, it just completely goes over you and around you. Like, a snake trying to swallow something, but it doesn't have the fleshy bits to swallow anything. But that's all it can really do. It gets one bite, yay!
And
Okay.
and Shaw is moving very snake-like himself, kind of weaving around it.
So, Dale's turn. He's doing something. Don't worry about it. So, Max's turn.
Go, guys, go!
you say it gets one bite, but I just read that bite. That bite's nasty.
I'm just following Shaw. Like as soon as he goes in, he's just a little faster than me, and he's already hit this thing like 11 times. I'm just doing a regular attack with Fearless, my rapier.
Nice.
Right. This is my first time attacking. All right, drops it into chat.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a killing blow. Let's see how much you overkill it by 9. You overkill by 9. Describe how you use your tiny pokey little rapier to destroy this 10 by 10 freaking huge ass bone creature that just is big enough to eat Cha.
Perfect.
I want to like rush in past Shaw and just be like, here, let me finish this for you. And I want to jab it up as if it's like a living snake. I want to go like
Blech.
under the jaw because it has piercing damage. I'm not slashing, so I'm not necessarily cutting its head off. And it's more like I just jab it and somehow like sever the bones at the top, and like just kind of crush through it where there's like little fragments kind of falling to the ground and like, just turn into a little bit like a little cloud of white dust there. Then I'm
Chaw's like
immediately gonna
fury and
deploy.
rage suddenly becomes utter joy, and he's like, "Yeah, go back!"
Let me
And you
ask you,
lose the effect of no. Continue. What was that?
on the rage stuff, would that affect my concentration any?
No, it's for something else.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Chaw wants to give Max like a jumping high five,
20.
slow motion.
I'm gonna hide behind Raul right here. I'll as a bonus action, can I high five on my way out?
I mean, you could do it as a free action, practically.
That's in my turn.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
and Chaw will use his movement also to move up once that's all done, and just like stand beside Raul and his friends and stare down on Dale. With all his
So
fury rising up once more.
now that you guys are starting to move forward, this bone creature of some kind, or it was standing normally, like hands on sword, just kind of jabbed into the ground like a statue. Its stance widens, and it seems prepared. But it's not its turn yet. Zed.
So a question about the whole concentration thing. What does break that? Like for Max, for instance.
Getting
Damage.
hit.
Damage can
Okay.
break it because it's a save that's related to if you can maintain your concentration. Extremely distracting things, might have you do a concentration check on it. Strenuating
Crucier,
actions, stuff like that.
Okay.
Crucier
Good to
string
know.
crash.
Well, it did.
Yeah, that's because my internet went down, so I didn't hear
Oh,
anything
okay.
anybody said to me for the last like 60 seconds. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry to interrupt. I just
No, I didn't. I couldn't hear Cubed either. I couldn't hear anybody.
Good now.
I hopefully. Am I
Okay.
robotic?
No, you
No.
sound good. I didn't even realize you dropped.
oh, yeah, me neither.
Okay, gotta refresh.
All right.
What were we saying? Were we
So-
talking about concentration?
He was
Oh
asking
yeah, I
about
was just
concentration.
asking what Cubed explained what would cancel that basically.
Yeah, it's mostly like if I get hit, then I have to roll Constitution saving throws, and I got to get a 10 or better to maintain concentration. If I ever roll below that, then the spell disappears prematurely,
Okay, cool.
or just
Gotcha.
something really. That's why I was thinking like Barbarian Rage. I think means you can't cast spells. So that's why I was like, when he says Rage, right? That makes me think I wouldn't be able to hold a concentration.
Yeah, this is like his rage, unique rage. Is there
So
something
Zed-
else to the concentration? It's like 10 points or like half the damage. Am I remembering that correctly?
What?
Like half the damage you take, or if it goes over half the damage or over 10, whichever is.
So it's equal to 10 or half the damage you take, whichever is greater, is the DC.
Whichever is greater. Okay, got it.
So if he took like 22 damage, then the DC is 11 as opposed to 10.
Right.
But Zed.
All right. So after watching Cha and Max,
I guess I should move this
very
here while
quickly dispatch of this this bone naga that was trying to
Gotta make
sneak
sure
up
it's
on
still hidden.
Raul.
Getting right.
I will say Zed's just kind of keeps going back over what Max told him, and the more he thinks about it, the more he thinks about his old crew,
Pretty sure she's
and
on Demon Lair. Okay.
then harkening back to the people in the town that were
They can't see her.
put under this spell and kind of treated so poorly. So Zed's got his eyes glued directly on Dale. He's been just staring at Dale this whole time, and he's going to fire his
Weird.
crossbow
Either way,
which is
I know what she's doing. So
forget what it was. What was the special name of it? Isn't it like an arcane crossbow or something?
I don't
Does it not
remember if
have
we
ammo.
named.
I think the ammo is
Yeah,
like
it
a
doesn't.
steel or something.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you any ammo, and it's +1. But I don't think we
Okay.
named it.
Okay, I thought
It's
it.
up
I
to
didn't
you
know
to
if it like
name it,
had one.
right?
Yeah, you can name it.
I just typed mine in. I just went, we're gonna go.
Oh,
with
did
it.
you? Oh, okay, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so um,
Oh, I
10.
like that. I gotta name my staff.
I'm assuming that that doesn't hit.
that does not hit, unfortunately.
Hmm.
So you take a
That's gonna kind
shot, and the bolt is, you know, maybe getting real close to it. Several bones just jet out of the ground and intercept it.
Ooh.
Zed's gonna kind of fucking almost scoff at the crosswing. I can't fucking hit anything with this. And then, hmm, let's see. Distance. Zed's gonna use his bonus action to move behind this guy,
Okie
so
dokie.
splitting him
So
and Dale.
something happens when you get to about there.
Oh.
First things first, I need you to make me a. This would be a dexterity saving throw. As you step up to this creature, you see all the bones littered around, all the fragments, and some of them that aren't fragments just start to rise up around you, effectively
Oh.
entrapping you where you are.
Well, and that's a nat 1.
Yep. So some of these bones kind of, and imagine like how could I describe it? So imagine like you step there and this like cage of bones just jets out of the ground like claws or like little spider, like spindly spider legs, and they reach up and they just kind of dig into you. Think to some degree like Dead by Daylight, like when you put on the hooks and those claws, like the claws are trying to like stab you. Something like that. But this is from the ground. You get a whopping 1 point of damage,
Nice.
and I
Right, I'm
need you
down.
to make me a save.
Oh.
That's a joke.
A Constitution saving throw, or be poisoned.
Oh.
Just
14.
barely enough.
Yes.
So you can feel these like bones, like these really sharp bones just reaching up, digging into you, and there's like this, almost like there's this extra coating of something on them because there's like this unusual moisture as they kind of dig into you. You can kind of see it rub off a little bit on your clothes as they kind of shred your clothing. But the most intimidating thing, I'd probably say, here, let me get you a close up of this fella. Doo-doo.
I
If
will
I
say
can
while you're doing
spell.
that, so going into Zed getting angry and frustrated, not being able to hit anything with his crossbow is definitely frustrating deeply because it's happened multiple times now in instances where like he needs to hit this thing and just blatantly misses. That thing is fucking crazy.
I like his "come at me, bro" stance.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
But it is not his
No,
turn yet.
not Jake Slimbody.
Oh, actually, it is his turn. So you moved, you did that. Any other actions? You're effectively unable to move without an appropriate check to get out of it, which would be
Okay.
athletics or acrobatics.
Only other thing Zed's gonna do is look at the Bone Knight and just kind of look up and be like, hello. And that'll end his turn.
All right. Its turn. This very well may suck a lot. So it's gonna. So you see it. You clearly see it has this like big old like great sword, and it's been in this like defensive stance, almost like waiting for you guys to step up to it. And somebody accepted the challenge, and he will accept this. Give it an old swing of a do.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
An 11 does not hit.
Yes.
Just to see how much damage it could have done, right? You always want to see what it
Curious.
could have been, right?
I'm
Yes.
curious, yeah.
Make the
Yes.
DM waste a good roll. Come on.
I'm okay with that. Um,
Oh, he might have just wasted a bad roll.
so yes, I'm okay with that too. So you being caught in here, this thing with one hand just raises its great sword and swings like it's trying to just cut straight through your neck, and instead you duck at the last second, maybe I don't know, shaving off a couple hairs, give yourself a good one-sided beard trim, and the sword just stabs in like there's a reverberating like cling as the sword slams into the rock and even just takes chunks of the rock out of it. Because I'd say at a +4, that's a good chunk of damage. So I'm conveying how nasty this thing is. So
Yeah,
it took a good
Zed will
chunk
turn
out of that
back to the
wall.
group. Like, hey, don't get hit by that thing, by the way.
And it will move one further, putting himself between you and Dale. Raul, you just saw that.
Yes, I did. So a few things. First, I need to do this. At this guy.
And Zed, since you are tapping into rage, give me a wisdom save. All right, so you got Slayer's Prey going.
And then big money, no whammy.
You say wisdom save? Sorry.
Yes.
Do I get disadvantage on my attack?
No, because you don't have that level of exhaustion yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. And then if that hits,
Gonna be
that
it
one.
will not pass because I rolled an 8 and it needed a 13.
Hmm.
And as I throw the lightning, I'm gonna rear my head back and let out one of those Hollywood eagle screeches. Just this little ear piercing eagle screech. So that's a D6 from Slayer's Prey, and Favored Foe gives me a D4 until I get to level 6. So yeah, D4 and a D6
Plus the lightning damage.
plus the lightning damage, which is yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's all
Okay.
that?
20. 20.
So 17, 20 damage.
Oh.
All right.
I like how my 5d6, 6d6 did 20 damage.
That's about
What's
right.
the potential of 66?
Oh yeah.
36.
36 plus D4. I can technically do 40 damage in one hit attack if I maxed it out.
I don't
Land
think
it.
I don't think my wisdom roll went through.
I don't see it.
Okay, I think Spicy and I may have rolled at the exact same time. There we go, 18.
Oh.
Yeah, it might have got lost in there.
I
No, it
thought it
didn't.
was a
It just didn't go
22 when
through.
I saw yours, and I was like, I don't have any bonuses. It can't be. And then I saw it was an attack roll.
right.
So favorite foe when you hit a creature, so that's when it hits. That doesn't count for bonuses or anything like that. And Slayer's Prey is as a bonus action. So that's my whole economy right there. And then hold on.
Gotta get the ads ready into the round. Dale did his thing.
Okay, question.
Potentially answer.
Hail of Thorns. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged attack before the spell ends, this spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet must make a dex save or take 1d10 piercing on failed saves or half on successful. You have to cast that the turn before, and then it applies to the second turn, right?
Hail of Thorns. You cast it on the turn you're attacking.
Then it works as a bonus action, not a full action.
Let me read it. Pretty
Oh,
sure
one
it's something
bonus
else.
action. Yep,
Yeah.
I see it here. Okay. I don't plan on using it because it'll, stab Zed, but I was just curious.
That's fine. What are you worried about?
Already being stabbed by all these fucking bones. What's some thorns, eh?
And then
See, that's fine. And what was the range on the javelin? Let me check here.
120 feet.
So it's gonna go all 120 feet.
Straight through him into the wall back here.
Yep, straight through that well of blood.
Do I have an evil javelin now?
You don't know. You haven't talked to it yet.
Also, does the rage effect apply? Do I get the little Tron afterlights? Because I have an idea for that if I do.
Well, I was gonna say, as I was about to describe what you did, it's still alive, but you let loose the javelin, tapping into the very primal, the very essence of this whole theme, and you'd expect lightning, right? You expect it to be like white or blue. It comes off like red. You're straight up
yeah,
like
that was
Sith
what I
lightninging.
wanted it to do. Yes. Yeah, I wanted the lightning to turn red. That's exactly what I wanted it to do.
And
The
it
red
flies,
lightning pierces through him.
and it flies through him. Zed, some of your hairs stand on end because this thing just barely whizzed past you.
I'm having a lot of clear or close misses here.
Well, the difference between a close miss and a not miss can be death. And it flies through this creature, flies through this well, and kind of seems like it even charges the well a little bit, and then blinks into the wall like.
How high was my roll? What was my roll? 22?
22.
Can I have it stab into the wall?
That's what I said. It blinks
Instead
into
of
the
it,
wall
like, okay, and instead of it falling to the ground, can it ram into the stone?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Heck yeah.
Have fun getting it out, though.
Yes. And then I'm going to step to here. To get a direct line on Dale. So, and in my turn.
All right, end of round. Things happen. Dale was busy.
More bad.
Yup. So, Dale, for those of you who might have been like focused on him or whatever, like it kind of looked like his eyes were rolled into the back of his head. But at this point, effectively 6 seconds later, his his body takes on movement again as if he's there again. Hold on. And at this point you can hear whispers of something or someone off in the distance, and slowly, and then very quickly getting closer. And the sounds just kind of almost sound like they're all around you.
Oh no.
And at that point,
Oh boy.
Dale just kind of says, "So you have chosen death. Fine with me. Minions, come to the puppet master. Arise and take your prize." Doo-doo-doo. At that point, let's see. I need to roll where they would pop in. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 for Cha,
Hmm.
1 for Zed. Cool. All right. So I gotta drag this on in, and you can kind of see the air swirling around Zed and Cha, like a whirlpool of mist just forms. And from these very familiar looking creatures, if it lets me drag it, there we go. Two creatures that you have seen before.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
The bearded devil's back.
It's another one.
Yes.
Well, we have his glaive.
You have a glaive.
Oh no.
Boop. 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 And 3 tiny little red flying thing. Here, let me get you images. So first things first, these things that but when you guys dealt with whatchamacallit, the butler, these little impy looking things. Look at the artwork. There you go. There's 3 of those that swirl around him, but you can probably ascertain what their whole purpose is at this point. And then there's also a bearded devil there that
When
you've
we
kind of.
fought the butler before, I don't remember, but when we defeated him, did his minions disappear or did they just keep coming? I don't recall.
I mean, after you beat, I mean, let me think. So when you beat him, he was kind of the first one that went down, so the minions were still there, and you
So
still have to deal with all
they
the
didn't
minions.
disappear. Gotcha.
And then the artwork for this guy, thing that appeared in front of Zed.
Oh, cool. Little imp shaman.
And I gotta get them put in the initiative. Give me a sec. Toggle combat. Toggle combat. Gotta go over here and roll. Oh no. Okie dokie. A new challenger has entered the battlefield. And the imps, I don't really need to roll initiative because they're all going on Dale's turn, so. So, that happened. And all the bone, and while this is happening, like all the bones started rattling and jittering and clanging around. All right then. Cha, you're up. This thing just appeared in front of you.
Watches this thing, and he just hunkers down and is like, and he goes at it.
Which,
He's gonna get
oh wait, no,
his-
he's not technically flanked yet. Oh darn.
Okay. Oh, let's see here. So,
Mm.
oh, would Max be in? Would that be able to be flanked if Cha
If you
moved there?
could scoot, maybe.
Okay, so yeah, I think Cha would
And
realize
your
he's
temporary
gonna
hit points
come
for
back
reset
there.
to 4.
I reset those to 4. He's gonna get in a flanking position. Look at Max, kind of wink and be like, "Let's take him down." And he's gonna strike. Okay, first strike is
Oh.
terrible. That'll be a 9 to hit.
But it's with
The flank can
advantage,
give you
remember?
advantage.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Boom. Okay, that'll be a 18 to hit.
Yes. You most definitely land that.
He's just gonna pull cue his staff right into the guy's eyeball. And that'll be 7 points of damage total. Once again, he's going to flurry of blows this thing, just coming close and right to the body. Double strike.
And you know the house associated with Dale and all that good stuff is
Right.
one of, yeah, you probably remember that. So this particular entity is, give me a perception check just to see if you notice it, because
Yeah.
he does have his glaive out.
Okay. Perception.
We'll let the dice figure out if you see it. Yep, it
18.
has the crest of the family in which your family has been rivals with since as long as you've been born. So getting hit by that glaive is probably real bad, especially for you.
For the family, huh?
But continue.
Charges, grits his teeth, and he's like, ironic, and strikes with that would be a
18.
23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely smack the crap out of him.
And strike. Other 7 damage, and then he'll strike one more time. Oh wait, I didn't do my flurry of blows. There.
Do 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 do. Do.
I did. It wasn't with advantage.
Well, that would still hit, but what would advantage give you?
Let's see one more time.
That would still hit. So
And
you're
then
just
an
kind of
additional-
smacking him as he steps through this portal.
and another 5 damage.
-5.
And he understands what may happen if he is attacked, but he's just going to hold his ground with Max, see and see if it all works out.
So he eyes you angrily. Dale will have your head, and I will bring it back to the family.
You
What?
Carthage scum! I'll give you no such pleasure.
Duke,
Yo,
hate to interrupt. Question: the bearded devil said Dale.
I know.
Does that affect them as well as us? Curiosity.
You don't know.
Real curious.
Good call.
But I said that very specifically and on purpose. All right, so this thing, this clawed, sort of long-faced, bulbous head, winged creature that just appeared next to Zed. Hmm. Ooh, it's just a ripe target there. Yeah, it's gonna go for attacks. It looks like for a second it was contemplating doing something, but instead it opted to just go for this juicy looking target right here, as it just steps out of effectively nowhere as far as you can tell, Zed. So let's see, let's have it do.
I don't taste very well, just for the record.
Goes for a nibble and a claw. Strain, but not advantage. Okay. You might.
Oh, that'll hit,
Oh,
and that will hit.
All right. So it bites into you. It's going for your arm, and then like when it bites into your arm, it uses this like clawed foot to like scratch at your leg, like when a cat grabs onto you and just like claws the shit out of you. So let's do some damage. Just normal. That's 12,
Jesus Christ.
and that's 10.
Oh my god!
oh no.
Remember earlier when I was joking about being down?
Oh no.
I have one hit
One
point.
hit point.
That's plenty. You can keep fighting with 1 hit point. Right?
Yeah, as long if HP is greater than 0. But
You
Zed,
got
you
this,
are
Zed.
definitely get the feeling you are in a bad spot. There's that big bone guy. There's this thing that just kind of like bit your arm and scratched your leg. But luckily for you, that's all it can do.
I feel so lucky.
All right, so then it's Dale's turn. So it looked like he was about to like interject, and then he just kind of sees like he sees what's happening to Zed right now, and it's almost like there's this sense of reassurance, and he's almost arrogance as he holds his chin up. You
My
won.
fat cat keeps lowering my chair. Sorry, guys. I'm making noise. Sorry to interrupt.
And would he? Could he? Hold on.
Sorry if I
Let's
just
see
killed
what
the
he could do.
vibe.
Oh no, I'm figuring out what Dale would be wanting to do here.
Just I almost backflipped out of my office chair.
Oh, screaming and like, pondering
Oh.
our deaths. It's all related.
Still doesn't. It looks like he might be distracted by something, but like he's turning around, but I forgot to have her move. There you go. But yeah, it looks like he's actively searching for something. The little things kind of fluttering around him. Like at this point, his back is turned to you. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually be. Okay. That was Dale. Max. Shit just got real.
Yeah. Well, I'm concentrating on the task at hand right now, which is this creature in front of me. Shaw's like making quick, easy work of this, and it's having trouble defending against the both of us together, so it makes sense to use this flanking opportunity to cast or to just strike with Fearless again. Alright, attack, normal. That's a 20 to hit Well, wait, no, because yeah, I might have. I should have rolled with advantage. I don't know why I did it twice. All right, 22 to hit.
Yep, they
Oh, yeah.
hit. You stab into this creature while it's distracted.
Ugh. 6 damage. Can I get a read on how bloody this thing is?
Um,
Mm.
can you? Do you have something for that? I mean, it
I
looks
mean,
like
just
he's been pretty
visually.
busted up, but
Okay,
he,
yeah.
he looks like he is well away from, being too bloodied.
Oh, really? So this thing's pretty tough. Is
Yeah,
that
you
what
could
you're
probably
saying?
ascertain that much.
Okay. So
Mm.
I'm definitely gonna be like dipping my rapier in, just going for like the piercing kind of like strikes, right? Not dealing a ton of damage because I'm a lover, not a fighter. Okay, I don't. And so I'm gonna look at Shaw on the other side and be like, yeah, I think you've got this one. And I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
And
And then I'm gonna
also,
move. Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
in mind as you're making your attacks, there is that after image, that red after image.
Mm.
But we'll see what happens with that soon enough.
Hmm,
Mm.
25. And then I'm gonna move over here and I have the mobile feat, which means anytime I attack somebody, whether I hit or miss, they can't take opportunity attacks on me.
All right, so it
Sweet.
looked like it was going to, but
Too
you moved too
fast.
quick.
And then I say, you got this one, John
John's like,
C.
"Yes, I do. Come on. Confident bastard."
And then I'm
Anything
just
else?
gonna be behind Zed.
All right.
And that's it. Now my turn.
All right. He is currently trapped. All right, Zed. So you can either make an acrobatics or athletics to break free of this, bone prison.
Mm.
All right. Let's see. You said
Or you could just straight up attack and ignore it entirely.
it was a saving throw.
It's acrobatics or athletics, a skill.
Oh, just skill checks. Okay. 13.
13. Check. And you are doing,
Acrobatics.
so dex based. Oh, okay. All right. Beats a 12. So, yeah, you managed to
Nice.
get out.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. Um, I'm really not sure what to do here.
I mean, you could stand there and hang out for like another round for no reason. Not like they both attack you again. They would never do
Does
that.
that take the action to get out? The acrobatics to probably.
That's what I was trying to look up. I think that would.
You, as a rogue, you could use your cunning action to disengage if you don't want to get opportunity attacks against you.
Yeah, I'd
Is
say
that
since
what
you were
the
trapped, you kind of have to take the amount of energy to break free.
Okay.
So you'd have a move action
Oh.
and a bonus.
Well, I will definitely do that as far as cutting action to disengage, so I don't get hit by that. Fuck. I just don't know where I want to move.
Mm.
I have an
Hide
idea
behind
for
the
you, but
shelf.
I don't. I don't want to give away too much. You know.
Go fight Dale. Run over.
Yeah,
Well, so that was
he's no
I've thought
problem.
about that, but I tried to run past the Bone Knight already, and I wasn't able to.
'Cause
That's
if
how I got
you
trapped in the first place.
move close enough to me, I have special magic.
Um,
That would be really unfortunate, is because I gave the Bone Knight Sentinel.
I guess yeah. I'm gonna disengage, and because I'm such
Wait,
low hit points right
still
now,
hold on. Sentinel.
kind of
I
move
need
over here near
that.
the wall. Hopefully, in some
Matters
sort of a safety, I guess.
when you hit. Creature.
And that'll
Okay.
be my turn.
Give me 1 sec. B. Why can't I click the? Oh, duh. Oh, so that would be. Give me a second. I'm figuring something out here.
Back, bathroom break.
While we do these next couple turns,
Okay.
I'm gonna run and grab a drink, but I'm still listening for when it gets to me.
It's all good. I just gotta figure something out here. Give me a sec. Okay. Okay. So, the unfortunate circumstance. So, when you go to disengage away from this creature, it gets to make an attack of opportunity as per the Sentinel feat.
Oh, yep. Doesn't that also stop the movement so they can't even move if they hit?
Correct. Yeah. Even if you disengage, the creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach. When a creature takes
Um,
attack action other than doesn't have any. Wait. When a
That's what
creature
Liana has on our Sunday
other than
games.
you and doesn't take this. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. So, Zed, you go to like run away.
Aw.
I mean, it's a bodyguard for a reason. Um, and it gets to swing its sword at you.
yeah, well, a 22 will hit. Oh, yeah, there we go. Zed is down.
But now, can it? I need to see how many times it can do this. I think it still uses up their reaction, so it doesn't give them infinite reaction, right?
Well, right. An opportunity attack is a reaction, and you only get one reaction per like round of combat.
Okay,
So
it doesn't alter its. Okay, I just have to double check something. So yeah. So Zed goes to move away from this bony creature, and unbeknownst to him, it has an ability to strike at things as they move away, despite it being disengaged or not. Is it? And on your next turn, death saving throws, unless somebody heals you. But that's okay, because you used up all your action economy anyway, so it's all good. You still got to do the thing you want to do. Its turn.
Wait, what?
Well, you went, so that was you getting knocked down, and now its turn in the initiative, because you were 13 and it's a 7.
Oh, no. Yeah, I thought you said that I got to do everything I wanted to do. So far, I've done nothing.
Well, as far as like your action economy,
Yeah, no, I
because
got you.
you broke out and then you moved, technically. So I would say when you went down, it would have been, I'll give you the choice, because technically it's supposed to happen when you move away from it. But if you want to be knocked down there, that's fine too, because you're close to an ally, technically.
I just figured I would have got hit before being able to move.
So
So
like
I'll just stay right there.
the rule as is would be when you were there, you were fine. But if you're going there, that's when it would have triggered, because that would have been you moving out of
but they
its.
can't move like through an enemy creature's space, so he would have
Yeah,
had to
true.
dip like here, right? So as
So
soon
yeah,
as
he'd
he
have to have done that anyway.
That would have been me.
All right, so this thing's turn. Um,
I think I
It's-
can uniquely. I'm suited for this thing because mobile kind of cancels Sentinel, right? Because it's not a disengage. It's just you don't get hit by opportunity attacks if you attack that
correct.
creature. Hmm. Hmm. I was planning on using this feat to be cowardly, and every time I make an attack, go hide behind somebody so I never get hit.
Yep. So as Zed
All right.
gets knocked down, like right in front of you,
Oh,
um, so Max, you were in the cave with your crew. They were very much in better condition than Zed right now.
Yeah, it's almost like some of them could have fought with us if we would have went and unlocked them. It's crazy. Mm.
But
I
yeah.
begged. I pleaded. I threatened. I did all the things.
15, 20.
is this an in character or out of character guilt trip?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So this
Or both.
creature moves and turns and does the like it's for whatever reason it seems like Dale may have called it back, but Dale's back is also turned to you like he's looking for something over here. He is looking. He kind of looks like he had his guard come over and protect him.
So the guard's not doing anything funky. Like it's not got like Zed's blood on its blade dipping into this well or nothing, right?
No, but that's a good idea. I think I like that. I'll take it. Thanks.
Yeah.
No, it's not doing
Evil
that.
Zed clone.
Is this a hole that we can dip into? No.
No, it's just the shadows. All right, so this guy's turn, who's going toe to toe with Cha.
Shaw.
Yep, bearded devil.
I just like saying the name.
Let's
Cha.
see.
Shaw.
What do you want to use?
Cha, dude. Cha.
It's gonna stupid pop-up scoy. It does have multi-attack. I think it's gonna give Cha a walloping since he sassed it. And did Cha say anything about his family?
He was going to actually, but he hasn't yet.
Okay, good. And I gotta keep track of when the round ends because stuff happens. Okay, so this is gonna go all in. Rah!
Cha.
Its beard whips
Yes.
out at you. Its spiky, beardy bits, and they just kind of get stuck on your armor, your oozy, psychedelic armor.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But the glaive would definitely hit. That's the one you really don't want to hit you either.
Okay.
Oh, con save.
Yep. So first, well, give me the Constitution save as I get this damage for you.
Okay.
Just normal. 6.
Nice. 17.
Okay.
And that was
So you
6 damage.
Yep, 6 damage. 6 slashing. So you know these weapons. These weapons are designed to strike a target and actually make them weaker on hit. But luckily, you also know that if you're, fortified enough, then you can resist their effects. But if you do really bad, there's a chance you just might end up getting cursed, like what happened to Niavara, which would be probably really super bad for you, considering, your allegiances. But that's its turn. And Raul.
All right. Alright. I'm gonna run to right here. And I'm going to reach down very aggressively and grab Zed. How did he fall forward or backwards? Face down or face up?
I don't know. That would be a question for Zed. How did Zed fall over?
How did Zed fall over? He might be AFK.
Probably
There he is.
I would say backwards, based on the thrust of the sword hitting him.
All right, so I'm gonna reach down and grab him by the collar of his shirt. And as I go by the collar of his shirt, I'm gonna stand him up and cast Cure Wounds for 7 points of healing.
Nice.
So you were up to 7, conscious and standing up.
And as I pick him up, I'm gonna swing him behind me and look him very sternly in the eyes, and I'll be like, "Run away."
25, 30. I'll say moving him like that would take up the rest of your movement. Because, I mean, you
That's
picking
fine.
him up and dragging him away, and you were over here.
I don't mean like dragging him. I just like
Yeah, but
shoving him behind me,
you're
kind of thing.
effectively like moving him. So I'm just saying you're using your movement to move him.
Yeah, if that's allowed, that's what I want to do. Throw him behind me and tell him to be like, "Run away from here."
Why does that homebrew movement seem so familiar?
I know, right?
It's almost like every single. Do you remember for a period of time, it was almost like every turn was like, I want to use my movement to elbow them out of the way, and then like they just kept taking turns doing little do-si dos. It's kind of cute.
I mean, it's that, or I could just let Zed get completely annihilated by this creature in front of him. I mean,
No,
that's
I'm
also
for
not
it. I like it.
So where am I now?
Right here.
Behind row. All right.
Okay.
And
So
and don't take that run away as like a he's mad at you. He's looks very worried when he grabbed you.
Oh no, I got you. Yeah. I think this. Hopefully, I'm curious, but we'll see what happens up until my turn.
If you hadn't
right.
have broken out of that, my initial plan and what I'd been planning was I was going to run and grapple this.
Ooh, nice.
So
Okay. So I
Just a
got
quick
questions for
question
people.
here.
What's up?
So we're all in initiative.
Correct.
Are there any circumstances where someone would be removed from the initiative outside of dying, like being able to disengage from combat entirely?
Yeah,
Or
but then
would
they wouldn't
or
be a
would
part of the
you
combat anymore.
so you wouldn't be able to like come back? Okay.
Because this,
Good to know.
so the combat is still technically happening when you run away. You're just not in any threat.
It's just
Good to
order of
know.
operations.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
So like if
Okay.
you want to go recuperate over here, you can be like, all right, on my turn, I'm just gonna walk over here and whatever. Or if you have potions or something.
Okay. So I need to look at who got hit by what. All right. So Cha hit this guy. Cool. Cha. Hold on. I gotta go back to the log.
Mhm.
Guess I could have put in a notepad. That would be smarter. How many times did you hit him? 4?
The bearded devil.
Yeah. That's 2.
Let's see here. He did do
You did a flurry.
a
And they all
flurry,
hit.
and I
So
think that they all hit, so that would be 3 hits total.
excellent. At the end of the round, remember those after effects? Like it didn't really come into play because you murdered that snake so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Roll me. You said 3 hits? 1, 2.
Uh-huh.
Roll me 3d10.
Oh, sweet. Okay. baby. Oh, come on.
7.
It's terrible. Okay, 7.
7. Two, 3. That's 1 stack effectively. Okay. Alrighty. And then, let's see. Somebody did hit the bone creature. So now that comes into play. That was Raul. And that was with the... Oh. Okay then. Raul, you're going to get to roll me some extra damage. Because that javelin did something real potentially good. Roll me a D100, Raul.
I'm here. Hold on.
D100.
1 D100. 64.
Okie dokie. So that would be... Sorry, I got to look at the... I got to scroll up and find the damage you did on the javelin. Which
20.
was... Okay. And you rolled above 50%. So the damage is effectively doubled. As the creature... It's almost like... You know, while it was here, like moving towards Dale, there was a repeating... Like an after image of the lightning javelin. Almost like whatever happened a second time.
Hmm.
Oh, that's the rage effect.
Yes.
That's fucking awesome.
The dragon is
Echoes of
fighting with
Fury.
us. We're fighting with the spirit of a dragon.
So minus... And you said it was
The
how much damage?
vengeance of a
22?
dragon.
I wish there has like a search function I could just type in like blah 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 and just find it. I gotta scroll up. Gotta
Oh,
find
for
the
like a
image.
certain role or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that everything included? 14, 20, 30. Okay. Okay, cool. 20. All right. And then nobody hit that guy. Nobody hit that guy. Oh, yes. And Max. Because you also hit the devil
Yeah.
and you were tapping into your frustration, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me an extra d10.
Oh.
Come on.
5
5.
minus 5. It kind of looks like these after images you guys have been doing. Like after a certain delay, they kick in whatever effect is happening, and you do an extra 5 as you basically see, like as a child's about to go again. You see this creature just suddenly have like these winces of pain, like 3, 4, like on 4 separate occasions. But
Do
that
we
was
see, like, since turns take 6 seconds collectively and not per person,
Yeah.
right? Do I still kind of see like the after images like kind of like doing their attack at this point and then kind of like rushing back to like snap towards us?
so think of it like almost like illusory.
Mhm.
So like it's you attacked with the rapier and there's that little after image, and once the effect happens on the creature, it just disappears, like it fades out finally.
Yep.
But then top of the order, Cha.
Okay. Cha's just gonna he's gonna move here to protect Zed a little bit.
Damage.
Just wheel around and just be like, "You son of a bitch." I'm sending you back to hell. He rushes in for another 3 strikes. That would be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, just roll all the to hits first.
Oh, okay.
It'll be easier to track them down.
Oh, clear. Clear. Oh. Okay, this will be the second hit. That'll be a 19 to hit
Yep, that's
and a 14 to hit.
14 does actually hit.
Okay. So the first one will be double-handed with his staff. That'll be 12 damage.
12. Okay.
The unarmed strike, let me boot it up.
That's 12.
First unarmed strike will be 5 more to hit. And 7 more to hit.
7. Ooh, so close. He is not looking good. He's barely standing. His little beard danglies are like almost falling off his face. He's winded.
Child is just like just his head, just a staff to the head, and 2 quick like Wing Chun smacks right into his nose and his eye socket.
Yep. All right.
He kind of
This
lets the
creature.
staff like when he sets the staff aside so it's just standing there like on its own while he does the double hits and then grabs it again before it falls over, gets back into a stance.
All right. Well, next one in order is this fella. And he's going to use the thing that he was contemplating doing as he sees that he's outnumbered. Like the big bony guy's not there anymore. So you know what he does? I'll just link this here. Gonna do that. Oh, it's a bonus action? God dang it, I could have used it last. Oh well. He could have beat the crap out of Zed, then's done that. Dang it. Oh well.
I'm glad he didn't.
So I gotta grab this guy and put him right here on the board because you get another fun friend to deal with. Yep. See, where does he want to put it? Hmm. Let's see. How smart is it? Okay. Oh, it is gonna make the worst possible decision for this. Perfect. It's gonna summon right in the middle of everybody. The worst possible place to summon a clone. Right in reach of everybody smacking the shit out. Well, it does have advantage against Raoul, so that's its logic. So that was his bonus action. Now I just need to double check if it can actually something. Here's one spectral duplicate of cells. Okay, 668. Whereas unconscious of back. Can have only one duplicate time. Do hit dispersions to 0. Has the same statistics and knowledge of bearing things. See, it doesn't say if it acts on its turn though, so that's where I'm kind of sure about that ability. I'm gonna have it go anyway. because it's gonna go after. It could still attack Raul with its full complement of multi attack, a nibble and a claw.
But it also says that while the duplicate exists, the burbling is unconscious, right?
It does, doesn't it? For some reason I was
And
misreading
don't
that.
you automatically crit on creatures who are unconscious when you attack them?
You could, but then I also
Okay.
forgot to have it do a bonus action. Okay. Well, one of these is still attacking Raul either way, so.
Mhm.
And it rolled in that one, so. Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, now's definitely an opportunity to maybe
Oh.
use that there inspiration. Um. Yep, that's a crit bite on
My
Raul.
inspiration against you?
I don't think so. I think that's something else.
I also just read something here, Cube.
Yes.
Javelin is a magic weapon. When you hurl it, you speak a command word. It transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a 5-foot wide line that extends out from you to a target within 120 feet. Each creature in this line, excluding you and the target, must make a DC 13 Dex saving throw, taking 46 on failed or half as much on success. The lightning bolt turns back into a javelin when it reaches the target, making a ranged attack against the target. And on hit, target takes damage from the javelin plus 46 lightning. So the target it hits doesn't can't make they don't make a save against it. It's everybody between me and the target that has to make a save.
So what you were saying is you were aiming at the wall behind it. Got it.
So yeah. So yeah, so that's how because I was reading it and I was like, oh, because I saw 246 twice and I was like, what's going on with that? So whatever it hits just takes the 46. Everybody in between it makes the save. So unrelated, I was just reading.
Yep.
But I don't think I can use inspiration against you.
Nah. It's okay.
I
It'll
gotta
just
eat
hurt.
it.
Oh.
Oh.
And does a 16 hit?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
So then the claw gets to land as well, but normal.
I'm not dead.
But you look like Zed. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's an unconscious one of them in front of you, and the one behind you is what kind of it caught you off guard as it just
I have one.
claws and bites into you, like trying to rip your wings off.
One hit point left.
Oh.
But that's all it can do.
Mhm.
E.
I want to get a gnarly scar from that. I hope. Better not take my javelin, you son of a bitch.
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. I hear you skulking around.
Oh.
30. It's gonna be over there. It's gonna move. Oh wait, no. Not his turn. Hasn't moved yet. So he's actively looking. See here. Still actively looking. Oh, like there's something around here that Dale is clearly looking for, and whatever it may be, it probably, I don't know, kind of seems like almost more of a threat than you guys, based on how he's acting about it.
Hmm.
Max.
All right. So I have two people who are pretty terrible at fighting, it looks like, these two. I was kind of relying on them to be like the front line, and then I would just kind of do guerrilla tactics, go in, barely do any damage, like 1d8 or whatever, with my rapier, and then dip back out again. But they are just struggling. So I'm gonna use Blade Flourish, Mobile Flourish, right? It lets me expend my Bardic Inspirations. This is what the College of Sword does, to get different weapon effects, kind of like a fighter might. And so this is gonna give me a little extra damage. It's gonna do a little 1d6, and hopefully this will let me kick this thing in the chest and push it back 5 feet, and then I'll immediately fill that spot forward so that Raul won't be able to get hit again.
Nice.
So that'll be that. And I have to hit the attack first to be able to use the bonus. Fun. Wait a minute, I have
Well,
inspiration. I'm gonna
Yeah, you
re-roll
guys
that
have inspiration. Yeah, you do.
Oh, come on.
because I'm not saving inspiration. I'm gonna use it. I had it somewhere. Where's the little tick for inspiration?
It's on the main
Underneath.
page.
Box.
Yeah. Underneath death saves.
Mhm. Oh,
And
I see it. Yep, got it.
attributes.
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
We're gonna try again.
Oh.
All right.
Would anybody else like to lend him an inspiration?
Yeah, I'll give you mine.
Oh,
Yeah,
please, please.
Yes,
Here we
go through
go.
those
All right,
inspirations.
that's number 22.
Woo!
No skill, no skill points for you.
You did make a hit.
All right, and then I get that also, so I will roll damage normal, and then
Do any of
flash
us get like
one
a an attack of opportunity as it passes by us? 5
not on
feet?
forced movement.
Nope.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna kick that to here, and then I'm gonna fill its spot immediately. And I do 2 whole extra damage.
Hold on, give me a second to calculate this. Oh, let's see.
10 plus 2, and
-2. There we
phone
go.
out.
But remember, it was a red 2.
Mhm.
Red
All right.
2.
In my turn.
All right. Zed.
Hmm. Oh, so things have changed
Yep.
since my last turn.
Yep. There's
I
a
was
thing behind you, and there's that bearded devil-looking thing that looks like it's on its last leg.
I was going to
Like you can spit on him,
uh,
he'll die.
when Raul kind of grabbed me and said run. Immediate thought was to go back to the cage or whatever, the cells that Max was talking about, just to run out of the room and go try and unlock them. But I'm not the only one that's worse for wear right now. So I'm gonna use my movement to get around behind this guy.
Nice.
And let's see.
The boss fight. The boss rule.
Hmm.
It's 7 health.
While Zed's working out his attack, Chaw's gonna look at this bearded devil and just say to it in Infernal, he's gonna say, "Courtesy of the Jahannam family."
See.
So I have something that requires a Constitution saving throw, but it doesn't say what that number is for a save.
So what's the
spell save DC?
Based on your spell modifier, right? Your charisma. So 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma. So 12.
Would
You
it
should have a spell save DC somewhere on
would it just be a spell save, a spell DC?
Oh, like,
yours. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay, because it would be okay. I get it. I get it. Okay. I'll hold on to that. Yeah, Zed's going to attack with his rapier as well.
Come on. With advantage.
Oh yeah, you hit. You can definitely skewer this thing through its spine. Now give me some easy damage. And
7.
that's enough to run your blade through its chest.
Perfect. All right, so Cha
Or
basically just
however you want to
sees.
kill it because you land the killing blow.
I feel like it'd be cool from Cha's perspective because he didn't you just mention that your family name?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So it's like as
Like he
Cha
saw he saw
saying that,
you moving around for a killing blow, and he sees how dead this thing is
the
about to get.
final words there. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
from Cha's perspective, as he says that, and he's probably got this just ferocious look on his face, he just sees the well, shit, I lost the picture of that one thing. Anyway,
Did you roll twice for flanking? You might crit.
I think
oh, I
it
didn't.
didn't matter. Like it's dead
I
anyway.
don't think it
That's
matters
not
because it's
bad.
already dead.
It would look
But
cooler on your resume.
that is
Remember that
true.
time I crit that thing and it killed it?
That is true. And so I'm gonna do it 11,
All right.
but I'm
Hey,
Good
also
job. Good job.
because I think it's still tied on to the same attack.
Automatic.
So sneak attack.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Super overkill.
There we go.
My
Do
camera's not moving. What? Why?
it.
Um,
Yep.
so yeah, so it doesn't even notice me.
It doesn't even
And
see
then
you
you
do
you
it.
I don't know, I couldn't find a picture of it. Did it have like a vest or a shirt or anything on, or was it just like flesh?
Flesh. It was
Okay.
shirtless.
Yeah.
So just uh Cha sees the tip of my rapier just start to poke through and extend almost to where it's touching Cha. And it just stops right before it stabs into Cha. And I guess they both look down at it. And then they both look back up at each other as the life from this bearded devil's eyes just dissipate and goes limp.
Cha has a deeply satisfied look on his face, like, like he just had
Blah.
the best sex ever.
As a bonus
Just like,
action,
ah.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and give Cha a fucking high five.
Just feel it's all so rhythmic and smooth, the whole experience. He's just like,
And that'll be my turn.
said you're kick ass, buddy.
Refresh this. Alright, so this creature, busy defending.
Sweet.
10. Dale. In the defensive stance. Raul.
Raul had an idea about taking a doo-doo. It looks like bio break real fast. Hold action for me. I've got an idea.
Ah,
Postpone delay of turn.
yeah. Well, there's stuff that happens though. Because anger modes. So the one person that
Yes.
actually did damage this round to this guy,
Ooh.
you get to roll me. See, this was the first hit. So roll me a d10.
6.
Yes. Come on.
Every little bit counts.
Minus
Yeah.
6. Dokie. That was pretty much all because the other target was the thing that's already dead. So, how much was the overkill? So you overkilled by 7.
I did 13 damage. If you're talking about my turn.
Okay. Okay. I was just plugging something in the track. And then this guy and that guy. So, top of the order. Ja.
All right. So Cha, with deep satisfaction, watches one of his ancient family rivals melt back into the hell realms right in front of him, thanks to his awesome bud Zed's sneaky penetration. Sorry, had to use that one. Meanwhile, he sees this other little creature just be kind of shoved right next to him. He looks back at Max and looks at the creature and is like, shrugs his shoulders and takes up his staff and smacks it across its giant bulbous head.
Nice.
Let's. Oh, you know what? He'll get into a flanking position. Slip right over here.
I'd like to note, if you're like looking at Max, he is definitely, you see, like he kicked this thing over here to be more in a defensive posture to protect this ally over here, Raul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that just throwing some insight out there for the later.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Think about
so,
how great
yeah,
and amazing I am,
Cha's
and my
looking at
instincts to
Max.
protect my friends.
Yeah, Cha's looking at Max, looking at Raul, looking at this whole thing, and like, and then he wells up his rage once more. Yes, a bitch. That'll be
Dang on some biscuit.
a 19 to hit.
And any other attacks?
Yes, he's gonna do one more unarmed strike.
Okie dokie. Give me
I'll
that
do
roll.
that one first, yeah. That would be a 16 to hit.
They both will land.
Okay.
Especially
first
it
one.
being flanked and distracted, and it just got shoved, and it's like, what?
Double-handed with his staff. That'll be 12 points on the first one. And then his unarmed strike.
Do-do. Well,
That'll be 5 plus 12, 17 damage.
17.
And then he will just stay right there until this creature is down.
Which it is, and it just goes poof.
Nice.
But you realize, let me double check and read this.
If it was an
But it-
unconscious creature until the
wasn't
duplicate
real.
goes away, does that mean it's prone?
Yeah, it's still prone.
Okay, okay.
So it creates a double and goes unconscious?
Okay. Everything experienced by the
okay.
duplicate is known. Ah. All damage by the duplicate. Psychic. Okay. So this thing just kind of goes poof, but the creature that summoned it is clearly awakening as it does so.
Every turn.
All right, we'll get to you in a second.
So as
Just
it
gotta make sure I select the
disappears,
right one.
Cha will take his movement up here
I'll just
to noticing Max's protective stance with Raul.
whatever.
He's gonna get up into the face of this thing
0.
and be taunting it. Come on, you little fucker.
Speaking of Raul, Raul's back. To the altar and now, technically, sort of, we just delayed it.
Okay, so my idea was I'm not gonna attack this thing. I'm going to tie it up while it's unconscious.
Well, it's conscious
It is
now.
conscious now.
But he had a turn before
Yeah,
trial,
true.
right?
This was
Tie it up.
so
Is that allowed?
sure, because it's not technically conscious when your turn came around.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'm going to tie it up.
We don't want to
Alright.
discourage bowel movement. No.
well, it's better than fucking frolicking, right?
Uh-huh.
So its turn. It is tied up. Let's see. Can it attempt?
Looking around, Wally's like, we killing it? What do we do?
I'm just going to
I'm gonna-
motion and point at you. Like put a finger up as I whip out rope.
I'm gonna need you to give me. Let's see. What would be a tie rope check? Survival. Let's make it survival.
I believe an unconscious creature automatically fails all dexterity saving throws and strength, but not. How does it be acrobatic if it's unconscious?
Well, it's conscious by the time he wakes up,
Right?
which its turn
Oh.
is. So its turn is
So
right
it's
after
cool.
Cha.
So it's to see
So
if the rope like held and stuff.
But if
Yeah.
I hadn't held my action, you would be asleep.
Yeah, I think so. What Q was saying is you
You gotta
tied it up,
contest the DC that you create with your. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
but then by
So,
the time it gets to his turn, it's gonna try and break free.
correct.
Right.
oh, okay. I thought I was rolling to tie it up.
Oh, you
So
already tied
wrangle
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
this
Cha,
just
I was
seeing.
asking you after you tied it up and after he came up next to you, what are we doing with it? Are we killing it or what? You had already tied it up.
Yeah. Either
No, yeah,
my
sure.
idea is to throw it in the pit of blood and drown it.
Oh, vicious. Think we have bigger fish to fry though.
And it is very clearly not being sneaky about it breaking free of its bonds. Like
So
it was just kind of laying there, and then it snaps to, and it's tied up, and it looks like it's trying to break free, but it's just making too much noise. But that's pretty much all it
that
can do.
it takes my action to tie it up, so I can't do anything else with it.
Yeah, because that was technically the last round. So,
Yeah. So
but you get to do it again because it's still technically down there, just not tied up. Didn't really get up yet. It basically spent all of its economy breaking free.
Okay.
Does it remain prone or does it use its movement to stand up?
It stays prone.
Okay. Because
It
it thinks
it
it's trying to psych us out.
yeah, it thinks it's tricking you guys into like it not being a threat. I hear you. I know you're over here. And just oh, this is great. And so these like little imps are kind of flying around him, trying to keep up with him. Then he points to something over in the side over here. And this is something I think only Cha
I
vision.
can't see you.
Yeah, I think Cha's the only one that sort of sees that. Hold on, I gotta figure
What's he
out something
doing
here.
over there? Let's go
Out.
finish this bastard off once and for all.
Come out, wherever you are, little worm.
He's talking to something, you guys. We need to get him.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to find this spell. Crap, so many spells. Gotta find the right one. Where is it? Okay. Inflict. There you are. You can increase. Oop. Do. It's gonna be the damage. Sweet Jesus.
Oh, Niavara.
I gotta roll 4 to see.
Niavara. Yes.
Okay. They do not interject.
This is the duplicate that they summoned of her, inflicting wounds upon us.
Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding. Teasing.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to be like,
what
all the
did I
damage you're
miss?
cheering for.
Yeah. It got really quiet for a sec. Everyone was just like, wait.
What is that a
Okay.
private DM?
Anywho. So that was that.
So
We
did
at some
Sean
fail.
notice that what he was looking for was her?
Nope, because you don't see her.
Okay,
Oh, no,
gotcha.
wait.
I just know
Hold
that he's
on.
looking for something.
Wait. You would be in line of sight, so I can move this to the not GM layer.
Yeah, I've been assuming
Yes.
that's what he's been looking for this whole time.
Oh,
That
cool.
Niavara was
So
just sneaking
cool.
around still.
Yes, that was so
You-
cool.
You'd mentioned that she was being so stealthy like 2 or 3 times very early on, and I was like, she's
Yeah.
fucking sneaking around this room somewhere. Just
She
waiting
comes
for
with
Kozik to
the
Mission
son of a
Impossible
bitch.
down from the ceiling.
It's so
Or he
perfect
just
because
falls
she
into the pool of
hated
blood.
Dale. She hated Dale before anybody hated Dale. She just hated him. Hatred.
And Dale himself does not have a whole lot of health. So a 28, funny enough. Blech.
Oh.
No way. She just fucking murked Dale.
Yes,
28 fucking damage is a
Niavara.
lot on him.
Yes.
Whether or not he's
Niavara. I
actually
can't wait
alive,
till
we'll
she
find
finds
out.
out. Can't wait till she hears this. Classic.
Alright, but you still have some other things to deal with, so the combat continues.
The fuck?
That's so
Let's
her
see, that
style
was
too.
Oh, totally. She's like, yeah, they'll be fine.
5,
The
10,
Zed goes
She's
down. She's
totally
like,
doing her own
we don't
thing.
need
25,
Zed.
30.
Let's go kill Dale real quick.
I'll get my brother to heal
She
him.
can move 30.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, Potter, where have you been?
Don't worry about it.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
Max.
she would definitely say something like doing the job we were here for that none of you could have done.
Total guilt trip.
My
Gaslight.
turn, is it? Okay, let's see.
Keep track of how much overkill that was. So that was another. Okay. Don't
All
like
right.
how the camera zooms in like that.
I'm gonna make
Yeah, it's
a
cool.
an attack with my rapier fearless, and then hopefully if it hits I can use some fancy.
So you do have advantage on this.
Oh, why do I get advantage?
Is it
Don't worry
front?
about it. I mean, you see
I just
Dale
like
laying over
understand.
Oh,
there
you're up there.
in a
Gotcha.
pool of his, well, actually not even blood because it was necrotic damage. Kind of looked like his body was starting to shrivel, and there's like this handprint on his head.
22 against the AC of this bone thingy.
Kind of looks like it's not even active at the moment.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
And then I'd like to. Ooh,
bitchin'.
well, that changes things if it's not active. You know, maybe it's just in
like-
shock, so I'm not gonna risk it. So right, I'm still gonna use a defensive flourish. Unless I think this thing's so inanimate it's not gonna fight back.
You don't know. I mean, it definitely kicked the shit out of Zed a minute ago, though.
Alright, I'm gonna use defensive flourish on it, and then that'll also be a 26 extra damage, and that's also gonna be +3 to my AC.
And this effect is immediate as opposed to end of round.
So that's 9 damage total, and then
Roll
I
me a
get the break.
d12 and add that damage.
Ooh, nice.
That's
Dale is
20
down,
total.
so that's going to be
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
20. It's 20. It's pretty busted up, but it looks like it's still it's still animated, but it looks much more sluggish and slow.
Okay.
Hmm.
I in my turn because I don't have enough movement to go anywhere because it took all 40 to get here.
All right, Zed. Zed, it's down there. You just kind of
Alright,
saw Neovar just dart out of the darkness around that corner.
It's definitely distracting. Kind of glance over at Neovara, but then I'll glance back over to the Bone Knight. Let me. So it doesn't matter. I'm well within range.
Go get him, Zed.
Well, we'll see. Cast. How hurt is this thing?
Nobody
we-
has touched it.
We tell. Okay.
Or you
Wait.
mean the
The
demon
Bone
guy?
Knight that Max just hit.
Oh, that thing looks pretty fucked up.
Okay.
Many broken
I'm gonna
bones.
cast Jim's magic missiles.
But really angrily.
Oh yeah, exactly.
All right, don't let them blow up in your face again.
I know. I'm hovering over the roll here.
Rage
It's-
makers.
Am I rolling the attack 3 times,
Correct.
or will it roll it 3 times?
We'll click it once and then we'll see. It looks like it's rolling one at a time.
One at a time. Okay, so 17, a 5, another 5.
Oh man, come on.
Well, they are with advantage, so
Oh.
Oh, okay. So I'll just roll 3 more times. Let's see. Take the 17,
There you
14,
go.
and a 10.
Okay.
so gotta look at this guy. Stance won't just like that. So the 15 will not hit, but the 14 will not hit. And the 10 will not hit.
Oh
Wait, I
wow.
have 17 though.
17 will hit.
There's
Okay.
17.
I got 1 hit.
One Jim's magic missile.
For 21.
Yeah. Boom.
Let's see. Let me check his health. Oh, so close.
If any of the other ones hit, it probably would have been good, but crazy damage for just 1 magic missile.
Well, otherwise they blow up in your face.
Exactly.
All right. So Max, you saw these like little darts just flying past you and slam into this guy. And he's on his last leg. But upon his summoner being downed, he is effectively stunned for this round.
Oh, wait, can I use bonus action to move?
Yep. Yeah.
You can use your movement to move. You can use your cunning to dash if you want to go another 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Rogue's very
movement
mobile.
movement doesn't like that
Movement's its
spell
own.
didn't take away the movement economy?
Yeah, movement's its own thing. You have an
Oh,
action, bonus action, and movement.
Got it. Dominic,
Technically,
stay
if you
here.
were like, I just need to run, you could use an action to dash, then you could use your movement, then you could use your bonus cunning action to also dash so that you could move 90
again.
feet in 6 seconds.
I didn't even know that. Okay, awesome. But yeah, I'll do my turn flanking this guy right here.
All right.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the creature, that the bony creature, looks like it's whatever was sort of stunning it has worn off because at the end of the turn of which the master was murdered. So it's end of his turn, so it's active again. Raul.
She Ghost Rider. I'm gonna like Spirit of Vengeance this thing's face.
They just kind of disappear. 12 would not hit actually.
Ah, damn it.
Yep, nope,
Reach
wouldn't
Do
hit.
you
down
get
to-
that? Do you get that advantage with Zed flanking it?
Good.
Well, I'll try it again.
There we go.
Much better.
Come on, finish this sucker off.
So firebolt, but I'm gonna reach down and just grab it and hold it by the side of the head as I let it out. For 4 damage.
-4. Bah! I mean, it is a creature, probably somewhat accustomed to heat, but still, it's not it's not pleasant. Cha.
Nice try, Raul, but these are creatures of hell. Fire is kind of their friend. Here, try this. And he brings the staff right down on its face.
Oh wait, Raul, roll me a d10 because I was technically end of round. Okay, 2 more. Continue.
Okay, so he's gonna do a strike with his. Would this be an advantage? Because is it prone?
Nope. Actually, yeah, it is prone.
Okay. That'll be a 22 to hit.
Do we still have our rage
Staff.
effects at the end of the round?
Do you?
That'll be 8 damage.
Maybe.
With his staff. Does
8.
that finish it off or no?
Nope, it is still pretty damn healthy. Like, this is the first time people have actually been doing damage to this one.
So he brings down the staff. If that doesn't work, you do this. And he just tries to stomp his head into the ground.
Is it still on the ground?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Another 18.
And it's still getting
just-
stomped.
And that'll be another 5 damage. And then he looks up at everybody. He's like, get the idea? And that's his turn.
Its turn. Well, it's not tied up no more. So it stands up. And it goes. Well, since Cha attacked it, it's going for Cha with its full complement of screw that guy. Biting a claw.
Let's do this. Oh,
Claw.
that misses, and that misses.
nice.
Tries to bite and claw at you, and it just kind of gets caught up in your psychedelic armor.
I just pictured Cha holding a finger out against its forehead, like holding it back out of range.
Yes. Oh, this one's got some
Oh.
fight in it.
Oh yeah, I already did
Come
that.
on,
Okay.
everybody, let's have some fun. Have you ever heard of a piñata?
Max, you're up. You no longer have advantage. This creature's
Already?
no longer stunned.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna kind of circle around that way. If people who aren't very fast do manage to get up here, it gives them an opportunity to flank. Actually, no, I don't. I'm gonna take that back. Can I take that back, or is it too late?
Yeah, it's still your turn.
Where was I? I was right here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, they're fine. I'm gonna go back to being selfish. I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna tank these hits. All right, so I'm gonna just use my little fearless rapier. All right, normal attack, 24 against the
Yes.
AC.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm pretty
And
sure
that's
you're
gonna be
gonna. Yep, you
13
feel free to.
magic piercing damage in case it makes a difference. Like if they had a resistance to piercing, they wouldn't have resistance to magic piercing,
It had
right?
3 health left.
Oh, nice. All right. I don't even got to do the whole. I can just pretend I was brave the whole time. I was about to hit it and run.
So you slash it. Actually, it's your killing blow. Describe how you take down this bony monstrosity.
Yeah, I want to do something a little theatrical. I want to like be like almost like crossing blades, like a
Blech.
very piratey kind of like swashbuckling kind of like doing the whole like you step forward a little bit, even like 5 feet. I still got room to move around, and like just kind of lunging with it. And I want to get like my sword right up in where its guts would be, and just kind of snarl at it, and just kind of like thrust right through it and rip that shit apart, right? And then as soon as I'm done doing that, I've got 40 feet of movement. I want to come over here and prepare to loot the body. I don't think I can loot on my turn right now, but next turn for sure.
All right. I just gotta get near. And
And I'll end it there.
so seeing that there's no threats, Neovar goes over there and
Yeah, I'm
casts some
thinking that she
kind of
would have done that
spell.
first, actually.
And it looks like Dale's no longer slowly turning into a crumpled piece of paper.
I would like to kind of mention to Niavara. Yeah, I've got dibs.
I can imagine her responding.
That would be something for her to do.
As I'm knelt down, like readying to loot.
Don't you have some people to save or something? That sounds like something
Yeah,
she'd say.
and he's the one who locked him up, so he's probably got the key, right?
He just kind of shrugs. And nope,
That
there's
would
still
be a
some
fun
combat
twist.
going because there's this guy down here.
That would be a fun to. It would be
Zed.
fun to come up on the next session. Is her responding to that whole thing?
There's still this one guy that just tried to attack Cha.
So
Yeah.
Zed's gonna poison spray the fuck out of this thing.
Poison spray is an attack roll?
Nope, there's no attack. It just
Okay,
happens
safe.
or it doesn't based on a
Con
DC
save
save.
throw.
Let me I select the token. I want to have this happen. That.
Pocket sand.
Oh
Damn.
man!
Just beat
Wait,
it.
what is what? It's oh.
But I have advantage, right? Oh, it's not an attack. Never mind. Fuck.
Yeah, it's something else.
I didn't think about that.
So you cast poison spray, and it's facing away from you, so you just get like poison all over like its giant bulbousy skull. It's kind of green now, but it didn't get into any important orifice.
Let's see. 1 second.
So you have a
Oh, and so
move
sneak
and a
attack
bonus.
wouldn't apply either, would it?
Nope.
Fuck. I fucked that whole thing up.
All right, is that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
I mean, you could move and stuff. If you want to move.
Yeah, I'm flanking though, so I'll just stay here.
All right, Raul.
Taking Chaw's advice. That
Not nearly as much fireworks as expected.
fire's bad. we're gonna do this. Do I get advantage on this for flanking or no?
Yep. You are in a flanking position.
20.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. You're in an attack roll, so it'd be a normal attack then,
Because it's range.
because you're doing a ranged attack in melee.
Okay.
So normally it'd be
Yeah.
disadvantage, but there's
I got it
advantage.
on.
Come on.
Well, the first one was a 16. It says that
Oh,
on your
okay.
when you rolled it. So we're just gonna use the 16.
Oh, okay.
But just so you know, range attacks in melee is disadvantage, but you're flanking,
Oh,
so it'd just
okay.
be a normal roll. So it offsets the disadvantage and makes it normal.
Oh, okay.
So you hit with the 16.
For what? Oh.
So one. Cool.
And Nick
But it
its
was end of
ear.
turn. So Raul first. Well, let's see. Let's go in order who actually landed hits.
Oh yeah.
So Cha, give me them
Shot,
D10s.
dude.
A D10 per hit you made.
And he hit every time. 1,
So that was
2,
2.
3.
Because I don't
Oh,
think you
right,
did a
right, right,
flurry
right,
this
right.
time.
No, you're right. You're right. 2. 2. Go. 19. Sweet.
So this will be the first time somebody landed the kill with the rage effect. Everything else you guys just kind of been killing with weapon damage. This
Child
time,
looks at
it's different. This time,
ah.
there is something that you have been tapping into this entire fight. Something willingly given, but powerful nonetheless. And you're getting ready to prepare to punch it again or kick it, and just out of nowhere, a spectral fist, just a sort of red tinted spectral fist, flies over your shoulder in the anime where they barely dodge, and you just kind of move your head a little bit to the side, and it just punches this thing right in the face, and
Whoa.
punches right through its face and out the back of its head. And normally, your arm would be stuck through it, but there's nothing there, so it just keels over with this gaping hole in its face.
And Cha looks around. He's like, yeah, like that. Fives? And Cha starts high-fiving Zed and Raul.
Was
Give me
that
a second.
is combat over?
Yep.
I'd like to loot the body closest to me, please.
Sure.
All right. While Max is looting that body, Zed's gonna remember what he told Max before we ever even came in here. He's gonna reach down and he's gonna light the hooded lantern that he hasn't used yet, and he's gonna go back and search for this cell that has people locked away, so that he can unlock it, pick it, whatever, get him out.
Could we wrap it up there and then see
Yeah.
if Niavara actually allows Max to loot this body? I'd be very interested to see
I
if she
feel
does.
like,
I'm
just
pretty sure she
knowing
would.
Niavara and the chemistry that we have, right? She would be totally cool with this. And I
Try
can
to
just take
manipulate me.
whatever I want, I think, right?
Manipulate me.
Which I was just determining where we want to end. I guess this is a good spot for
With a giant gaping gash through this chest, Raul's gonna fall over.
Raul's
Can you
falling
heal
over.
yourself with cure wounds?
I'm out of spells. I'm out of all abilities. I have 1
2,
hit point
3,
and
4,
exhaustion.
5, 6.
Oh,
So you
nice.
felled 6 foes.
He deserves a rest.
So imagine, so that did
Oh,
22
holy shit.
damage to me in one, or no, it did 29 damage to me in 1 hit. So
So
I'm gonna say that it ripped the whole front of his armor open, and he's bleeding and just clutching at his chest and
by the
cut
way,
up wing and fell over.
to that point, by the by, So essentially, once this dies down and you guys are catching yourselves and, getting a hold of yourselves, as it were, anybody who took damage gets to heal a whopping 6 points of health.
Yeah, I'm at 7.
Oh, interesting.
I'm still laying on the ground.
Well, except for Raul, but
Except for Raul.
Oh, I don't heal?
no, you do.
Oh, okay.
Favoritism.
Par for the
What-
course
do we-
for
do we
Raul.
know
now.
what-
John, did you take any damage?
Do we know what he took?
So-
Because of
2.
your temporary hit points, he took 2 total the whole fight, which was amazing. That was what? And do we know why we're healing this like 6 points?
A very
So it just
familiar
happened,
voice
right?
begins to emerge,
Oh,
but that's where we end the session.
nice.
Nice.
Question. Isn't
Potentially,
there a rule? I thought of it after the fact, and I'm bringing it up now. If you take more than half of your hit points in one hit, doesn't something worse happen?
other
That's if you
additions.
go negative half your hit point.
Yeah, that's if you
Right.
die.
Okay,
And then you don't get to roll death saving throws, you just perma die right there.
you
on the
just
spot.
die. One hit dead. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So if you were
Okay.
30, right, and you go to negative 15, because it doesn't stack. You can't do like -7 and then plus a -5 or anything. It always resets back to 0, right?
Yeah.
You just have to do another death saving throw every time you get hit, right? But if they manage to get you negative half your max hit points, you don't get to roll. You just die.
Okay. So if I had 30 hit points, if I got hit for 45, I would have been dead immediately.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
I'm curious now. What did Zed get hit for when he was down? I had 1 hit point and I got hit pretty hard. 15 would have
Oh.
been my
Oh, interesting.
threshold.
What was the damage?
We don't want to
Wow, that was
retroactively
crazy.
perma your character.
Fucking killed.
I know. That's
No, I'm just
hardcore.
curious now to see how close it was because I don't think it didn't do more than 15 damage, but I
You
think it
got
did like
hit for-
12 or 13.
I think you got hit for like 21 in one hit or something like that.
I got hit. That's what
I
put
hope
me to
not.
1 health. I got hit for
Okay, then
22.
you're okay.
I had 23 health, and then the
Conscious.
Just the killing
it was the
blow.
hit that the sentinel got on me when I tried to disengage.
Yeah.
What is your max hit points?
Was it
30.
the great sword that
30?
did 10 damage?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it only did like 10 or 11.
Oh, you're
I
good
thought
then.
it did about. I thought it did like 10 or 12 or something like that. I just knew, thinking
negative
back on
9.
it, like how close that potentially was.
Level 4. Level 4.
You are level 4. Congratulations.
Level
You've been level 4 this whole time.
Level 4.
Nope, you can't take
Level
it back
4.
now. You already said level 4.
Level 4.
I was gonna give
Wow,
you
that
like
was
level
great.
5, but then he said level 4. So I don't want to argue with you guys.
No!
I don't want you guys to
I
feel
love
like
being so soft and pliable, fragile.
squishy.
That was a great session, you guys.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
And that's what happens when you give Dale so much time to prepare.
And I knew so at the very beginning.
He was in that room we couldn't get into in that hallway.
Well, just in this encounter, when we first came into the room, Chad rolled something, it was insight or perception or something, and noticed that Dale was up to something and told Zed.
Yeah.
And so Zed's first attack was from the doorway, just gonna try and hit him with an arrow and do enough damage to knock him out of whatever he was channeling. That's specifically why I was asking about the like breaking concentration or whatever. Because I was gonna try and break Dale out of whatever he was doing.
I
And then as soon
had
as that failed, I was just like, man,
I had a
Oh, with
similar
the
thought.
crossbow, right.
Because I had, engaged in dialogue with him. I knew they were his bodyguards, right? So I was going to try and hit him with the javelin first and try and take him out in hopes that they would disappear. But you
Mhm.
fired your arrow missed, and I don't remember what it was. The way it was worded, how you missed, I assumed that something magical was
Oh, it
stopping
was the
us from it.
bones. Yeah,
Oh,
bones like reached up and like knocked my arrow
Yeah,
out of trajectory or something
and
like
and
that.
I took it as like
the
there's something magical
He's got a
blocking
shield.
him,
Yeah.
so I need to attack the bone champion dude first. And assumingly, like connecting dots, I was like, he's the thing stopping us from attacking Dale magically. So when I saw your arrow not hit, I was like, well, because I debated back and forth. I was like, who am I going to attack? Who am I going to attack? And I was like,
As
I'm going to
usual,
knock Dale out
Neovara,
first.
Was way ahead of all.
Mhm.
Yes, you roll a
Yeah, I was
23.
so at first when you mentioned that Dale was looking for something, and then we could hear him being like, "Where are
Yeah.
you?" and stuff like that, I thought it was gonna be some sort of item that he was, like, rummaging
Yeah,
for that he
yeah.
was gonna try and use
You know what
against
I
us.
thought it was? I thought it was the dragon. Like I thought that the dragon was
Ooh.
somehow manifested in like I
Like,
don't
yeah,
know an
we were hearing
object or an item.
dragon.
He did say
I
you
thought
worm. He said, "Where are you, you worm?"
Plus,
And
he
I was like,
recalled his bodyguard who was fighting us as if to try to protect himself.
Right. I
I
just
thought he
on the
was going to grab
first
my javelin and throw it back at
that's
me.
hilarious. But the first, um when it was first brought up that Dale was looking for something, uh
"Hmm."
that was after Zed shot the arrow. So then my idea was I was gonna get close enough and use the mage hand to steal whatever that item was if he found it.
I figured he was looking for like the exit button, like a portal or something, just to get
Right.
out. But then
But
he
yeah,
was talking to something.
but then it dawned on me once it seemed like it wasn't an item, it seemed like he was talking to someone. I was
That's
like,
so I don't
that's
forget.
fucking Niavara sneaking around.
So cool. So
I'm curious
appropriate.
though, what happened with Kozik?
Oh, good call. What?
He's mad at
Yeah.
Max, and he went in there and murdered everybody.
Kozik actually just went up and freed them. Like he didn't listen. Or
I
he didn't
also
come.
want to remind Shaw that we are best friends. He is still mind controlled, all right?
Close acquaintances. I like how you keep
We
saying
are
best friend.
we are magically connected, you and I, for a little
So
bit.
You know,
I gotta.
despite his infernal rage, he really does love Max. Like
Aw.
Max is definitely growing on him fast, and it's not just because that you charm.
It's
Set
that
wore
plus
off
4
anyway.
charisma.
I gotta head to sleep here in a second.
Yeah,
But
me
out of
too, me too.
curiosity, how was my hurling insults?
Oh, it was cool. I mean, it
With
it
Dale?
it set it all off.
Because I I
I
I
like that you
I
called
was
him a slug.
I really like when I was like, Chaw's got some balls for getting out of hell, and you couldn't even fucking do that.
Chaw heard that and was just like smiling. It was like rage smiling.
I
That was
was working
classic.
on my improv, but I was trying to be aggressive, and I was like, I wouldn't say anything stupid.
Oh no, it was cool.
I think
It set it all
it
off.
definitely made sense in the it was like it's like it was ramping up the intensity of the conversation to the point where Raul's just kind of like, "All right, fuck this."
Yeah, he'd had enough.
Yeah, I was losing my
Yeah,
patience while talking to him.
Cubed, who saw Raoul turn into the black crow creature?
Kozik.
Kozik.
It was only Kozik?
I think he was the
Okay.
only one that caught a glimpse of it, yeah.
Okay,
You want to
gotcha.
see what he looks like, what he saw? If that's okay, Cube, can I show Chaw?
Yeah, you can show whoever you want.
If Kozik ends up telling us what he saw, or if he just thought it was a trick of the light or something, it would
I'm
be
gonna put it
intriguing.
in out of character.
Oh, bitchin'. Wow.
So he went from this is what he looks like now. This is what he looks like now.
Wow. That's
And he,
interesting.
and he turned into the other
And the
one.
voice
And his
changed and
voice
everything.
changed too. Yeah.
And it's like his purpose is almost like his purpose was to come here and do this. Or there was some kind of contract or something. Like you were saying something, and Cha would have heard that you had a contract out on him or something.
You guys heard the voice, but yeah, Kozik was the only one that saw it. I don't know
I
if
don't
he wants
know.
me to tell any details or not, but I can. I don't mind. I don't mind saying anything.
I
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't think.
tell all the details you want. It's your character.
I don't think we heard you.
He's
Yeah, I don't think Cha would have heard you. I think only maybe Niavara Kozik.
was hired. So he is from a nomadic Arakroka like kingdom, right? Think of uh like a mercenary guild.
Can you post that picture again, by the way? Sorry.
Yeah. Which one?
The second Octavius.
The
Wait,
black one?
don't tell us anything. Let's figure it out.
Well, I'll tell you his background. Because you're probably not going to figure much of it, yes,
Well, I
unless
mean, that was pretty suspicious that you changed into an entirely different creature, like in front of one of us.
yeah, I just don't know how it'll come up to explain who he is because in character he doesn't know,
He still doesn't know.
and he doesn't know anything that's happened to him. So it's a mercenary guild that
Oh,
took a job,
you know what
and
else,
he
by the
did
way?
what?
Sorry to interrupt. So you said Raul like laid down on the ground because he got messed up.
I'm gonna say he's like so exhausted and so injured. He's like, I'm going to bed right now. Laying down, out.
Perfect, because Mittens and Alan would have jumped on his chest and laid there. Anyway, continue.
Okay.
Oh,
So his guild got a job, and he just so unluckily or luckily got picked to do it, which sent him to kill Tio Moonblade.
oh, wow.
And from it was one of Tio's like enemies was like, yeah, fuck that bitch, go kill her. And Raul showed up in Fae to do such, and became like an unwitting experiment, but also like she turned him around and like highest bidder, right? I'll okay, you work for me now to take out the people that hired, and you're
Did?
yeah, I'm hiring you to take out my enemies instead of my enemies hiring you to take me out. And but unwitting like experiment kind of thing, she, put this illusion on him and he doesn't have any memories of any of this and just left him in the Fae to see
Oh,
if he is fit enough to do the task. So all
that's
these little bits of memory he's getting back and stuff like that is glimpses of trying to remember his like job, who he was before and all that. But he's unaware that he is even in him. He is 100% confirmed he is Raul. That is his
and you don't
identity.
know anything that we've had to do with Tio Moonblade.
And I don't know, I don't know anything about any of that. I don't
Yeah, I
know
don't think
her
we've talked about
name.
it either.
I don't know
Wow.
anything. Because one of the things when Cube DM'd me and character Octavius, I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about him. It is a like multiple personality disorder, and the personalities don't know each other.
Sweet. That'll be cool to see it together.
But that's the evil one.
And who of all of us can speak Infernal
Neobar.
other than Cha? It's Niavara, huh? Is that it? Oh,
Uh,
that's good.
Raul speaks a lot of stuff, but he speaks attributes Arcroca, Common, Dwarvish, Goblin, Orc, and Undercommon.
Okay, so maybe that was just Neopar.
Undercommon, though, I think most of us speak it.
All right, I'm off to bed, everybody. Good job. That was awesome.
Yep.
We'll see you next
Playing.
week.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a blast. I gotta be
Ciao.
up, not tonight, but tomorrow. I gotta be up 2 hours from now, so I gotta go to bed now.
Sweet. Bye.
I'll see
Bye.
you later.
Take care, man.
Thank you again, Cubed. Excellent.
Of course. Nobody died. Just several people almost died.
I didn't take a point of damage. I didn't even
I was
get
gonna
swung
say,
on.
it honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
We got lucky in a lot of different ways. Some of those strikes
Yeah.
didn't hit.
So some of those
Chad
Yeah.
managed to crit on that bone thing.
some
That
of
could
those
have been a
things are
monster.
some of those creatures are very nasty.
Yeah. We got very lucky with saving throws.
I was a little
all kinds of
worried on
stuff.
it. I'd say I'm definitely the damage wise, I'm the weakest in the party, right? I do 1d8 plus some, like I think 13 is my maximum damage, right? I'm here
Yep.
for the role playing.
Plus that bodyguard was no joke. I tell you what, like that there was the basic stats and I was just like, a bodyguard would have sentinels, so I kinda gotta give it that too.
Oh, cool. Right
And
on.
that's what killed Zed. Almost did.
That was awesome. We would
But
have been screwed if you guys had gone to break out Max's people. Screwed.
I do wonder what that reaction's
yeah.
gonna be when it's like this clearly isn't Max's family and it's not his babies, right? It's full on old men. Like all
It'll be Max is like an
At that
anime
point,
character,
Chad
like
didn't even believe that it was real. Like, didn't even believe that you were actually, because you never told him that. He heard that from Zed, that you had said something about these 12 people.
I mean,
Chad was like,
he could
what?
just be like an anime character, like younger they look, the older they actually are.
yeah.
Oh, so cool.
I imagine it's all different like races, species, all that, right? I don't know. I'm curious. I hope it's not a mirage or something,
Ha ha ha! Joke's on you. Do it again.
I go there, people are like, Max, what do you said there were people here, make me look like a liar.
There's nothing there.
There's not even like a cell or like anything to be lockpicked. It's
Just a
just
wall.
end of cave. Yeah.
We'll be like, what were you leading us up here to do, Max?
He
Oh,
fell
classic.
for it.
And it
All
does
right,
make me wonder what
everybody.
the future has in hold. What's gonna tie me to this group now that I've got what I need from them.
I'm sure Cube can think of something
I mean, we'll work it out.
tremendous and disturbing and epic. All right, bye.
All right, later.
See
Yep.
ya.
Take care, man.
It'll just be what motivations the character has
Money.
and IOUs.
Loot. I want all the shiny things.
Well, could have got a bigger cut if you like let just a couple of people die.
That's true. I mean, it's not too late. It depends on how healthy my crew is, right? You said some of them looked healthier than Zed, right?
Yeah, like they're like malnourished and like mostly like just uncared for kind of thing. So nutritional issues and maybe they got smacked around a little bit. But Zed was like on the brink of death. Like none of them were at that point. Just not having a good time.
I feel like we were missing the tank tonight a little bit. The monk's kind of a tank, but he gets such squishy HP. It's his AC that's crazy high.
Yep, I mean, you guys don't really have a tank either.
I mean, Niavara kinda, right? She got
Niavara's got the most health,
Yeah, she's a health
but
type because she only has like 13 AC.
Shaw's the opposite. He got the least amount of health, but the highest AC.
So if you take them together and squish them together, then you have one whole tank.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, that thing that you were tangling with, I was just like, man, it's gonna be really hard for people to hit that thing. Cause that Bone Knight, man, like yeah, it's it's a appropriate challenge rating, but its AC is insane. And I was just like, there's the probability of y'all's hitting that thing's AC is really low without some kind of augmentation. Plus, you guys got to deal with all the ads that get summoned, and yeah. And then Dale
it seemed like it was going to
himself.
be a crazy fight, just with a full group. And then I wasn't even thinking like it's going to be a holiday, and there's bound to be someone, if not a few people, that are busy doing, you know, family stuff or whatever. Um, so yeah, having two people down, I before the session, I was sitting there just like, how is this going to happen? Like, what are we going to do?
I mean, I was telling Koo like just because the players aren't here doesn't mean the characters aren't doing anything. Like I could still have things happen just sort of off camera.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Like you guys don't really know what's going on with Kozik,
Right.
but you kind of know you eventually got to figure out what was going on with Niavara. And I was just, it's like, well, you rolled a 20, you rolled 20 plus. Let's see how I can put that to use. And Dale gets real nervous when people start hitting in his back line, so that's why he was so distracted, like trying to root out whatever it was. And then she just straight up smacked him with the 28
Just out of
casual 28 points
nowhere.
of damage.
Yeah.
Necrotic.
I did think it was kind of funny in the just the irony of I took one hit point early on and joked around, oh, I'm down. And then in the sequence ended up going down. And then Spicy was talking about the max amount of damage that he could do. He was like, yeah, I could do like 40 points of damage. And he hit for 20. And then at the end of that turn, he hit for another 20. So it was like effectively him hitting for 40. It's like, man, we're just calling things before they happen here. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
The Rage
I am
Dungeon.
going to take a break here and eat and in stream because I just realized I was still streaming. Yeah, good session. I will
All
catch
right.
you all
Yeah,
soon.
Oh, show?
it's fun. I can't wait to see what kind of goodies we get next week. Oh, did we level up?
No,
Okay.
not
I
yet.
thought like you had experience points on there, right?
Nope.
That's what I
So
was looking at. Or is
the
that just
X
random on there?
the XP, if it's on a sheet, is just from the importer just calculating like, hey, you should have
Oh,
at least this much by this level kind of thing. So in case like
okay.
somebody were to start a game at like level 3 or 4, you're not having to like backtrack what it is, just straight tell you like,
Yeah,
here's how much you
okay.
should
Okay.
have at starting at this point.
All right. Well, Thanks for DMing. I'm going to bed.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks for playing. Later. And I am also going to wrap up the stream there with whoop, episode 25, Tempered Weapons. I go down the 1d10. Yeah. Yep. That's just the way it is. So, with that, we do this every Tuesday. Well, we do this every Tuesday from about 7:30. I'm trying to reel them in. I'm trying to reel them into 7 o'clock. Just work in progress. But 7 to 10, 10:30, sorry, Pacific, and we do this every Tuesday. And for those of you watching the Youbes Tubes, I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good morning, evening, or whatever it is in between for you. And we'll catch each other again soon enough. And tomorrow is Wednesday. So I'll probably be doing my usual stream tomorrow. Roughly 5:30 to 6 is when I kind of start, depending on if things work. Later, Spicy. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Hope you guys had fun. And they just completed a situation with Mr. Dale. Look at them go. So, have yourselves a good one, y'all. See you next time. Peace.